y'all 50 Cent and
Yeah, this big boy. Ain't no D gonna bring it to the door, and we ain't gonna knock. We gonna kick that motherfucker in, bitch. Yeah, ain't no D hoe.
bitch.
I ain't scared to die, motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you bucks. I ain't scared to die, motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you bucks. In the middle of a shootout, Tommy White and scared to die. Standing in front with a minute 19 and a pump in the trunk when it's time to ride. Call Big Al, call McMahon. Niggas of destruction, niggas on dope. Whatever you call them, we did type, bringing it to the door, standing on 10 toes. I ain't scared, I'ma shoot my Ruger like a trooper when it gets brutal. A concussion is the conclusion. Hollow tips are what I be using. We so ruthless, leave them in the pool red run, but they know we put their work. So the nigga might straight down to the roof. Tell me haters, I'ma don't get dirt. I feel no fucking pity. In my heart, in my city, I've been scarred. Them last few seconds ain't no joking. If I gotta die, I wanna go in gun smoke. So one last question from the burn, I'ma Smith the West and pointed at you. What should I do when I see his coupe through the roof of the coupe? I can miss the shoot because I ain't scared to die, motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you bucks. I ain't scared to die, motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you bucks. What you back? Clock, 17 shots, cells unlocked. No buzz out to the knees. All about that T211 robberies. I'm begging man, straight from the mouth. That red is a clown, 10 toes down. Think I'm a bitch, it's rum, you bitches. Full of that bub, keep off your motherfucking ground. After my, you can't fuck with me. Niggas are destruction, NOD. The family, this stuff just like Capital. Y'all hope they see me. But feel nigga flow. Ain't no ride down time, so but on a sucker, motherfucker.
Swing through, turlet.
But nigga, they pick them up and drive by. Nigga, tell your mama Jeffrey Dahmer, and I kill you quick. You better kill me before I kill you. I expect to die, bitch. Motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you bucks.
What's up, y'all? We out here, man. Can I get a mic check? I got this new mic plugged in. The gain's like halfway up. I don't know if I need it more up or down. If you let me know. You let me know what's good with my mic here. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Yo. We can wait for the boys to roll up in here. We'll see if someone goes by. Shout out to David Crocco. Rest in peace, David Crocco. I had to put him on the cover tonight. Rich said it sounds good. Cam, good to see you. Said it sounds good. Well, we got at least 2 people in here. 3 people. So we ready to go, I guess. I don't know, where should we start, man? It's Halloween season. I want to start cranking these streams up for Halloween season. Earlier tonight, looking into that damn StreamYard, where before I was subscribed to StreamYard, I thought it was $20 or $25 a month, which when I looked it up later, I was right. And then I went to like resubscribe. It's $45 fucking dollars a month, bro. $45 fucking dollars for StreamYard just to put like your little graphics up there. Remove the duck hunt. $45 is some crazy shit. What's up, my guy?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
You're starting late. You're starting pretty late for your boy, man.
Late, bro.
I'm like on the cusp of like going to bed, man. But you went live, so I'm like, I'm here.
You sound tired. You sound tired.
I'm gonna be here for my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. What's good? What's popping? What's on the agenda tonight, man?
I was thinking maybe some X. Yeah, maybe we could roast a little bit of Andrew Wilson, a little light roast, a little saute. Maybe some archaics on the menu.
We can skip Andrew Wilson. He's such a fucking fag. I don't even bother what he wants to talk about. But if you want to, that's fine. You know, it's you.
Pedro Shilson.
What a faggot, dude. He's the worst human being I think I've
the
ever
stream's gone now. 30 seconds in, the stream's gone. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we gotta be careful with that. And I'll be careful with my language.
You can't talk. Oh, I don't even have the. Bro, I'm such an amateur here.
I
Never
think Grace Thorpe
good.
surpassed you, man. I think she's got you on the subs there, but it's awful because it's
Who
different.
did?
Grace Thorpe, they've
Oh yeah, I
overtaken
mean,
you, man.
I ain't been out here. I ain't been out here in these streets. I'm going to bed early. I'm a working man now. I got to go to bed.
Yeah,
Get up
you
early.
know.
But I finally got a consistent schedule now, so I'm gonna be off on Sundays and Mondays. So meaning I can stream Saturday and Sunday night.
Mm,
It took me a
word.
while to get to a schedule like that. So
Yeah, it's important, man. It's important to do some time. You know, it's crazy how time management is like a thing, man. I feel like my week just flies by because it's I work a couple jobs, man. I don't. I mean, I don't have just one job because
you sound them beats. You on BeatStars full time or what?
well, yeah, I mean, if the beat selling is a thing, I guess that's like a third job. But I'm
I got a homie. I told him you'd make some beats for some money for him. He wants to do this jelly roll style shit where it's like the country music with the 808s and shit, and then he's singing
oh
like Drake on it.
fuck no, man.
He gonna pay you for the beat though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my cat making fucking a bunch of racket right now.
that's a kitty.
Daisy.
Okay, I can't for some reason I can't switch on my little filter camera. What the fuck, dude?
Typically
Whatever.
I
You
would
got
probably
stuck looking
typically
at
I
the
would be on
4K,
cam.
baby. 45
Typically I
years
would be
old
on
with
cam,
a
but I'm
newborn.
not.
I'm 45 with a newborn. I'm not shooting blanks, and I'm up in 4K.
Yeah, we thought you got another one. That's why you left the Discord.
Ooh,
We were like, damn, this guy got her pregnant again. Fuck.
yeah. There's been it's been close, bro.
This nigga's Michael Landon in Little House on the Prairie and shit. What exactly
Bro,
is
it's tough, bro.
I
I'm going to
admire your
I'm going
courage,
to the
man.
last stroke, and I'm like, ah. I think
I
of the
really
next
I
stroke,
do.
but then
I admire it, man. You're a committed father, man. I'm
what else? What else are you gonna do with your life?
you know what I mean. What else is there? You know,
There's
and
really nothing
I
else.
was talking to him about that with D. You know, I was like, what else is there? You know, what is it? You know, and I was talking to D. I was like, you know, I looked at her. I was like, man, are we hermits? Like, are we really hermits? And I was like, should we
You
be
hermit.
doing more? You know, and she's like, no, I mean, we're not hermits. We do things at the church, and yeah, we do keep to ourselves. And I was like, is that weird? You know, this is it's like, yeah, we're gonna have a family and blah blah blah. You know, it's like I don't know. What else is there? What else? What else
I
besides
could
a
borrow you a
family?
couple kids. I could loan a couple out.
Yeah, if you want, are we doing human trafficking on the stream?
Nah, we just
Yeah, send me one of
babysitting.
your kids. No, no, it's just like well, what else? We
Hey,
kind of
just
sat
sitting
there.
around.
We kind of just
Keep
had to
talking.
have a. We kind of had a little thought experiment about it. Like, well, what else is there? You know, like, well,
I mean, really, if you want to make a change in the world, really, the only thing you can do is have some kids and raise them. And if you can't do that, you could somehow, get involved with some youths and mentor them or teach them or whatever.
right. I think that and I'm not saying this to be denigrating to anybody. I think that having babies thing might be a little. It is fine, but I think that there's a lot of children out there that need our help. You know, as Christians, like we should be more. I think Christians should be having children of their own and also adopting children of their own. If you're family planning in this regard, I don't know. I'm not saying that you should be doing it, but I think that this is something that families should be Christian families should be aware of. You know, or
No,
it seems like, and I think a lot of the aversion to adoption is a lot of racial fucking hatred, man. I think it's a lot of like, it comes down to like racism, man. And I know like me and you may have some different like we have disagreements about this concept, but like man, it I think it really drives this idea that you
I-
can't take care of other people or other people's children.
are you gonna
Or
adopt some Chinese kids? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna adopt a whole uh, a shipping container full of Chicom operatives.
Okay, bro. You mentioned something earlier, and I wanted to bring this up, and you mentioned child trafficking. There's a good
Which isn't funny.
buzzwords for the AI.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh right there. That was kind of fucked up. I'm not
Okay,
laughing about child
now you never.
traffickers.
They have to tell you, bro. Bam. Look at this little kid. They have a kid. They taking him down from the house. The serial monster guys. They brought him to the castle. They're bringing him back down. He's dead now. Look at his hat. It's a hot dog. He's a hot dog. He's got the panda eyes. He got the Colombian bow tie. He
What
got the
the
Colombian bow
fuck
tie.
is this? What is this? What am
These
I looking
motherfuckers,
at?
Booberry, they abducted this little motherfucker, killed him in the castle, and now look at they're high on adrenochrome. Look at their eyes. Look how high as a
Is
kite.
this okay? So is this like a form of pedoparadolia or whatever the fuck they
I mean,
say?
his hat's a hot dog, bro. I mean, is it? He looks like a little sperm. Looks like a little spermy.
Hat's the hot dog. You got the bow tie. The bow
They
tie
slit his
has to
neck.
be some. The bow tie has to be some sort of symbol for these folks.
They slit his neck. That's the Colombian bow tie or something. Ain't that what they call it?
Mm.
They like pull their tongue out of your fucking neck or some shit like that.
Well, it's. I mean, it's
Like
just the bow tie.
they slit your neck and like pull your tongue out or some shit like that.
No,
And he's got
I think that
he's got
Colombian
the
bow
panda
tie is
eyes, bro.
the panda eyes.
Yeah, he's got the panda eyes.
He's
So
all drugged up. Yeah, he's all
when
drugged
they
up. Yeah.
violate these children, then they say they get the panda eyes, man. Got to keep up on your Instagram 2017 memes, bro.
Yeah, I'm woefully behind. I gotta go back. I gotta fly back to 2015. I gotta fly back to 2000. At some point, I should. You know, it's weird because I
This
feel
is
like if I flew
Podesta and
back,
his brother right here, bro. John Podesta and his brother.
I feel like if I flew back to 2017, that I would be ahead of the game now than I am now.
I mean,
That
that's always the case, right?
right? Yeah, I feel like retroactively there's like things that was the truth back then that you that's the whole memory hole concept, you know, like they memory hole it for a reason, right? Because I don't know, I'm just spitballing some bullshit because oh shit.
How to be a good
I'm not
mom.
gonna Stephen David you, bro. I'm not gonna go in some tangential story about nonsense. Shout out
Look
to
at this.
Stephen David.
Look, they're holding his little ass. They're holding him by
Is he
the ass.
what is he what is oh he's holding his crotch.
They're both like holding them. He's got little strawberries as like his fingernails are like strawberries.
Oh, when we all look at the nose on the vampire.
Yeah, he's
You see the
definitely a pigeon
nose?
pecker.
That's a pigeon pecker right there.
And then the other guy has like a butt for a head.
That's like you're a Maramut.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
That's
like
your.
the merchant and the Maramut.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy shit. I don't know. They have to tell you though, bam. That's what you support when you're into the motherfucker. When you eat the monster cereal. Well, now the monster cereal, there's a woman now. Did you know that? They got a DEI monster cereal.
Well, like Count Chocula, like that cereal brand.
Yeah, now there's a woman, bro.
No fucking
Yeah,
way,
there's a
dude.
DEI. There's like a Kamala.
Why won't they leave us alone? Why won't they leave us? Why won't they leave us alone?
Look at this shit. Look, white man.
Which way, Western man?
Look at this shit, white man. Look at she's
At
got
least,
the
at least
what
they got
do
the
you call that
side.
shit? She's got like the press shit on her head, the hair. I forget what you call that shit. But
That's your strongest Billie Eilish fan right there.
look at her. She's got a choker.
Mm.
Damn, she's a cutter. She got a cut on her face. Carmela Creeper is her name.
CC, that's a 33 for the back.
33, based on Cardi B or something. It looks like the green ones now. Now this is bullshit, bro. I wanted my kid to eat the Fruit Brute. They even got rid of that one, the Fruit Brute. What y'all know about Fruit Brute? He got canceled. Fruit Brute. He might be back now in limited forms now. It looks like he might be back. But years ago, this motherfucker got canceled. He was just too much toxic masculinity. The Fruit Brute. How do we look at him? Why do they make everything's just made worse and worse? It's impossible to like click the picture and make it big.
Oh
Fruit
yeah,
Brute,
you know.
Fruit Brute was out here like the Samoan werewolf. He was just too much, too toxic masculinity.
Oh, I mean, like planned obsolescence has always been like a thing within
They
a
got rid of
capitalist
him.
society. Within a capitalist society, planned obsolescence is always a thing, you know, because it's what keeps people like on their toes. Like, yeah,
Like
we build
IKEA.
things. We build things to break things. We don't respect things built to last anymore, and that's a sad fucking thing, man. We don't respect that kind of culture anymore. We don't respect why. You know, no one ever
Well,
fucking sits around and
everyone
stops.
wants their own little thing. You don't want your parents'
Yeah,
armoire. You don't want your parents' chest
you
or
know,
drawer.
it's becoming to the point where just like it doesn't matter because things are moving so fast that
Was
like nobody cares about
the
things that are
entire
made slow.
cultural
You know what I
rot
mean?
thing is, yeah, it's like the everyone moves out, right? Like the kids move out when they're not ready, when they're 18 and rent a shitty little apartment. And now
Yeah.
you got like 4 or 5 people of the same family all paying 4 or 5 different landlords where everyone could be sticking together. Well, that's what the Hmongs do, dude. The Hmongs live together till they pay off the house and they go move into another one. They'll pile like 20 deep in a house.
Exactly.
And then they buy that house, they own it, and then they go, like half of them go to the next house, pay that shit off, go to the next house.
1,000% correct, man.
These people, they want, oh, I want my own space. That means I want to smoke weed and have sex with strangers.
Absolutely. It's
And when
yeah, they've
when you're home with
they've
mommy and
inverted
daddy,
it.
you can't do that shit.
Yeah, they've inverted it through like economic crisis. You know, they're like most people can't afford like an apartment by themselves anymore.
Right. I
So
just saw
now
a
we're
meme. I saw a meme today, I think it was. It said the American dream no longer exists. It's just survival now. You're just trying to like make it to the next paycheck.
and that's
You're
true.
lucky you pay your
Not
rent.
even
You have just
forty
enough to pay
percent.
rent and eat.
40% of Americans don't have like an emergency like $400 for shit. They
Yeah, it's
don't
rough
have
out here.
that. $400. 40% of Americans. Think about that statistic. What does 40% mean? I mean, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
And you
that's
guys,
one
and
out
you
of every
guys
2
sit
people
around,
almost.
and you guys sit around and call me a commie and call me shit like this when we live in this fucking reality right now where people are shacking up and coping with polyamorous relationships. But really, it's not about polyamory. It's about damn, I need someone else to pay the fucking rent.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sad, man. And it should not be like this.
Shit's rough out here, man. Part of it is the motherfucking landlord, slumlord. Shout out to EBT. These people own so many
Hey, yo,
properties.
shout out to EBT. That was nasty work.
These people
Kane.
own so many properties, dude. It's like you should be able to own some stuff, you know. But damn, once people
It's
go full
rent-seeking
monopoly
behavior.
on, they go full monopoly on these properties, and then they don't even have time to maintain or take care of the properties, so they sublet that to like a those little housing managers or whatever, those little places, and that just keeps adding more and more to these rents. And now rent out here is fucking outrageous, dude.
And now, like with this, like I guess surge of what immigration. What's that? I mean, that just makes it fucking worse. It makes it fucking worse for everybody involved. Because we couldn't afford it from the get go, but you're now we have this like weird fucking chaotic element, this variable of immigrants now getting money, and the
Yeah, they're getting like housing.
but it's not like this like, oh, these guys are just getting free money and it's like this free ride. These guys are getting roped into debt. They're getting roped in here. They're coming in here.
Shit,
That
excuse
that's
me.
the only reason why that's the only reason why America's allowing these motherfuckers into our country, because they need more people in debt. They need more people to fuck with, because it seems
I mean,
like
they don't even get in debt, bro. They just get they pay them for 2 or 3 years to go live in a house. They pay a slumlord to like move these people into their house and pay them like market rate or higher. And this is a big focus of like the electoral campaign this year, but I've told this story a few times. Is my friend had a newspaper from, or my friend's mom had a newspaper from the 80s, and I saw this a long time ago, where these slumlords in St. Cloud, Minnesota, a small little college town, this slumlord was getting money from the state of Minnesota to bus in welfare recipients from Chicago. So the state's willing to pay to bus these people in, pay for their welfare and pay for their housing just to brown that small town. It's like a small white town,
just
and
on the onset, though,
it's a
just on
college
the onset.
town. It's a college town, so it was a small white college town. Now they've like breeded so much since then. Now it's like pretty dark, and it's a small college town still.
Yeah, no.
And
What they'll do is, yeah, they'll set them up, like a hoe. They'll set them up like a hoe, and then after a while, they're going to cut the funding, and then it's they're on their own. And what's that going to do? It causes fucking strife and
well, they're
problems.
still on the dole though. Even they're a couple generations down the road, they're all still on the dole.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. Like Trump's though talking about this like it's almost like a new thing where they're bringing these people in and paying for them to live. This shit's been happening since at least the 80s, just that I know of. And then of course you have a giant mud shark populate. I don't know another way to say it up there, where these girls go to college and go up there, and then they dabble in the brothers.
it's a fucked up culture that's being um, promoted, man. It's
Oh,
a it's a
yeah,
very it's a very alien culture that's being
it's just
promoted
like, yeah, it
to
was
us.
anti-Christ, really, right? Like it's anti-nature. It's everything against your nature to even like live like that, right? Like
Yeah,
forced
that's it's
desegregation by gunpoint, basically. National Guard came in and forced desegregation, whether these people wanted it or not. The whites or blacks didn't matter if they wanted it. Like this shit was, we're gonna make this happen.
it's not even about this idea of segregation and stuff like that, because humans and our history with each other this idea of immigration has always been a natural thing. Like our cultures have always like sort of like interwoven each other, but there has been like an identity that has been held in each of those.
There's this guy called Me in the chat. Is this Legend? Shout out to Legend.
You know, shout out to Legend. What's up?
He said,
It's just,
why do you
it's
guys
just.
care so much about white? It's not so much about whitey. To me, it's
I don't
about
give a fuck about
generational
white.
Americans. I don't care if they're white or black. There's generational Americans that have been here for, 4 or 5 generations, whatever.
I don't think he knows I'm not white. I'm
And
Iranian,
their
bro.
family
Like,
came here. Their family came here and helped actually build shit and work. And now these new people are just coming in and just like
right.
freeloading.
There's a difference between forced immigration is what you're seeing now, than natural assimilation, which is what immigration naturally is,
Right.
which is what my family partook in. You know, we came from Iran in the early 80s to America. We didn't impose anything upon America, upon us. We didn't ask for shit from America. We came in, my father came into the workforce, my mom came into the workforce. They both worked in America. It wasn't about that. It's this is a strange alien form of forced migration into a land where people that aren't equipped to, that don't even fucking speak English, mind you,
And don't even want to learn either.
don't even want to learn English, into a land, and they're given money, they're given car notes, they're given leases.
Literally, yeah.
And you guys don't find that fucking strange. That's a fucking problem. That's a problem. Immigration is not a problem. It's forced, weird, agenda pushing immigration. That's a problem. And people like me and my family are now like under, you know, now we're just like, we're now sort of molded in with these fucking degenerate fucking pieces of shit that come here that don't want to assimilate with American culture, and
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
not fair. It's not fair.
The Holder has
It
good
creates
comment.
fucking strife.
Anything forced is bound to fail. Yeah, if it's not like organic and natural, the people themselves that come here, they don't even want to come here, I bet. But there's just so much Gibbs, there's so much free shit that it's almost, they'd be retarded to not come here and get all this free shit. I get free housing for my family, free food, fucking everything. Why would otherwise I can stay in this war-torn country and fucking shit in the street and be lucky to eat.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting because EBT posted something in the Discord. Somebody did a story about all these Indians coming into Canada, and it's the same thing for America. I think that there's somebody's profiting over sending these fucking people over here. Somebody's making money off of this. And that this is you guys want to call me some socialist fucking scum or communist fucking asshole when I say that the opportunistic rent-seeking behavior of capitalists and all these fucking bankers, that this is a problem. Like the mentality is the problem. The mentality of the capitalist is the problem.
The capitalists, you think mentality?
Say what? Say what again?
You said the mentality is the problem. Are you talking about the capitalism mentality or the mentality of the people that are coming in and don't want to assimilate?
Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is money driven. And when you get down to the devil's in the details, that somebody is making money off of this bullshit. And what we as the plebs, as they like to view us, argue about is, oh, these guys shitting in the streets, they blah 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 blah. It's not. It's all these very surface level like bullshit that we can
They
go
do be
around
shitting
and
in the
around in
street though.
circles.
They do be
Say what
shitting in the
again?
street.
They do.
Shout out to Pretty.
And they'll have us arguing with each other about this cultural stuff, blah 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 blah, over and over again. Meanwhile, somebody's making money off of this shit, and you motherfuckers know that. You know that.
Yeah, well,
This
yeah, it all
isn't
goes
just
back. It all goes to like kickbacks. That's how all these government programs
this
run. So
isn't this
I was
isn't a
just thinking about
culture
this tonight,
war.
like
This isn't
the
a culture war. This is a money war. It's
even the
always been about fucking money. It's always been about it. It's never
remember
been about some
Lucky
virtuous
Larry
culture.
Silverstein. Remember Lucky Larry Silverstein, and he said pull it, and
Pull it.
he had gotten an insurance policy, terroristic insurance policy on those buildings.
Exactly.
So what happened is those
Exactly.
no one's gonna give you that insurance policy, but they have the people in place at these different firms or whatever, and then they say, okay, well, look, dude, you do this insurance policy, you're gonna have to pay out, and you're gonna lose your company, not you. Your company's gonna lose your ass, but you, the underwriter, once that money comes into Larry Silverstein, a little bit on top is gonna come back to you, not to the company, but to you, the person that forces this through and gets the payment out to him.
Exactly.
So it's all based on like kickbacks and shit like that.
It is. It's and I said this in the Discord. I feel like truthers are trapped. They're trapped in this idea of the following psyop and acting like each of these things are related, but it's really non-linear chaos is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with non-linear chaos, and it's people making money off of things that we'll never see the fucking receipts from, but somebody's
Oh
making
yeah,
money off of this shit, man.
it ain't us. It might be this guy here, Bernai. He might be making a little money.
Make a little money off of what now? Would be nice to make a little money now.
You live in that YouTube pipe dream.
Oh God,
Is
no!
it-
I will never make money off of YouTube. It's only gone down exponentially since first getting monetized 2 years ago.
Bernie,
I was-
is it has do you pay for StreamYards?
I'm using a buddy's account that's paying for it.
Because yeah, I just found out that shit went up like 80%.
What?
They changed the pricing. So in America it was $25 a month, and now it's $45 a month.
Jesus! Did they increase the features at all?
No, zero.
Brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
I'm thinking of going
We
over
gotta
trying
find a
Streamlabs, 'cause
new platform to.
Yeah, I'm thinking Streamlabs because it multi-streams and it also lets you set up like donations and shit, like it and merch stores,
Yeah, there we go. Merch store.
right? And it's all tied in. Apparently, it all comes with the free version. So, but was just listening to your guys' conversation and pretty epic rant.
You guys got a lot of immigrants up there in Canada?
Oh my God! Like you literally, they only hire Ukrainian refugees these days, and they're all driving around in $200,000 vehicles with their rent paid for and grants, and it's ridiculous. It's insane.
Do they have Somalians up there?
Yeah, but just like the already established community from the 90s and 2000s when we first overthrew their government. Nothing new. Lots of Syrians, the most recent countries we've bombed. Probably going to be an increase of Lebanese right away,
Shout out to Etobicoke, Canada.
Shout out to R.I.P. Davy Crocker.
R.I.P. Croco. What's up? Where's Provo? I saw Provo in the chat. Feel free to jump on up, Provo. We waiting for
Shout out Provo.
We waiting all night on this motherfucker.
Oh, yo,
Let me pull up the. Let me pull up
this is a perfect chance, actually, Chuck. I got some of my shirts with me that I can quickly show you the design, so I can pack that shit in with your clothes.
Oh yeah, let's do it right now. You got them right now.
Give me like 2 minutes and I'll have it ready.
Let's do it. Ooh, how do I put him in the middle?
Yeah, just give me a couple minutes. I'll have it.
We're gonna full screen him. So I ordered some shirts from Canada, from Poshmark, which they don't ship to United States. Some shit to resell.
Like what?
It's
8
shipping
months
to
ago,
Bernie,
a
and
year
he's been
ago
sitting on
now.
them for months.
I'd say almost a year at this point. Fuck.
We're gonna get him taken care of though.
Yeah, I would have got it done this week, but luckily I got 5 days of full work in a row and 2 more to go. So the
That's
job
good.
site's
Are you
done.
doing sober October, or did you already blow that one?
Sober October is the goal, but I'm doing it in a manner I have been like, so I was prescribed the Oxycontin for 10 years. I've been off of it for 5.
I
But they put me
already
into a
blew
tapering
sober
program.
October. That was easy.
Hold on, I'm getting to the point. They put me on tapering program where I was on the bloody Suboxone, which is just a freaking more addictive but doesn't get you high opiate that they claim is a cure, but it's not at all. So over the last 2 months, I've cut down what I was taking by 75%. I was actually going to completely come off it cold turkey last week before sober October, but then I had to work. So now, once this job site is done, then I am coming off of it. At which point, I am going to be sick as fuck for like 3-4 weeks because it's literally
dope sick.
Yeah, dope sick as fuck. It's insane, and the half-life of these synthetic ones are even longer, and it's like they just claim it's secure and keep people fucked for life. It's not what I want. So that's my sober October, is that I will be going cold turkey off of the Suboxone before October is done. And also, I don't drink alcohol, so yes, I'm sober that way. I just smoke weed because, well, it's Canada, yo. But yeah, give me like 2 minutes and I'll be inside and I'll have the designs to show you.
Okay, I thought he was ready. Okay, I guess we're waiting for Bernie. But check this out. Let me go here. Get this, man. Give me. There we go. That's what I'm looking to do. So what is this shit?
Hello, my name is Ace. I also go by Spade and Alex. A lot of people call me Marshmallow. I use any pronouns except for she, her, and I am the social media secretary of the Saline Middle School Gay Straight Alliance Club. This will be our first video, so we are doing a brief introduction of the membership. But other than that, have a good time here.
Hi, I'm Jinx. I go by they it pronouns, and I am the vice president of GSA, and I am Cal's father.
Hi, my name is B. Pronouns they, them, and I'm GSA secretary. One little fact about myself is that I like public speaking.
Hello, my name is Asher Rohan, depending on where you know me from.
You know, it's Stranger Things fucked these kids up. Look at, they're trying to look like Stranger Things.
Yeah, and you know, like they all have that like quivering sort of vibrato in their voice that they're
The
really,
Aphrodite voice.
yeah, they're just like not confident in what they're saying.
Hey guys.
They're just like, I'm afraid to offend anybody with what I say, so I'm really careful with what I'm saying.
Them.
Yeah,
I'm a they them.
It's very bizarre.
Bro, this is what's going on in schools. We were like beating kids up like this when I was in school.
Yeah, we're fucking giving them the fucking.
Right? What happened to good old hazing, right? Like back in the day, kids would get hazed. They'd never do shit like this because they know what the paddle is.
They got rid of hazing with the anti-bullying campaign.
First, they took it away from the teachers. Then they took it away from the students, so students couldn't even police themselves.
Right. And look at the results. Fucking weirdos, man.
Club treasurer. Fact about me is that I'm an artist. I like to draw digitally, and yeah, that's it.
It's like, it's so hard to like.
Why are they wearing masks in like 2025? We're
Right,
almost in
exactly.
2025.
They were raised on it in crucial years where it establishes that trauma of propaganda mixed with trauma and fear. And the analogy my dad gives is the human mind is very similar to a tree. When you take a little tree branch, a twig, you tie a knot in it, you can very easily undo that knot. But you give it a couple years and let that branch with that knot grow in it, that knot grows into it and it becomes a part of it and you can't take it out, right? Without surgery.
I totally didn't follow that one.
Okay, pronouns.
Didn't follow
and,
that?
I was lost.
about me is that I was one of 3 cuttable characters in the play.
Programmed into the mind.
Hi, my
They
name
do it for a
is
couple of years.
Clover.
It's stuck.
My pronouns change often, but if you don't know, just say they them.
Okay, these would have just been goths back in the day. They would have been weirdo goths, and now they got to act like they're trans.
Trans vampire goth.
I bet if you don't, any kid that's not trans now, they probably bully them. They're probably like, "Yo,
oh yeah, they get them.
you're not, you're a fucking bigot. You're a man. You're a fucking bigot."
They can get the
Like
police
this girl's
called on them.
particularly right here. She looks like she would have definitely been a
Are you
goth.
sure that's a girl? Why are you
Like,
assuming
even
it's
10 years
gender?
ago.
Let's see them.
She wants to be weird and like edgy, but this is the thing they got
How
to
do
do
you
now
know
to
it's
be
a
weird and
she,
edgy.
Sean? How do you know it's a she? You're assuming it's gender.
they-
That's
they.
them, bro.
One interest. Oh, I'm the sixth
Just
grade
kidding.
representative.
It's so
One
retarded.
fact about me is I love manga.
The president
I love what? Fuck did she say?
Manga.
The president did not want to be in this video, but their name is Cal, and they have purple and black hair. If you want to.
that means
Bye.
Why do they all talk like this too? With their, is that the TikTok hands when they're like, "Oh my god, you won't believe what happened." Okay, what's Bernard got going on? He got something going on here.
All
How do I do
right.
this? That's where the magic happens, Bernard.
A type of magic, but yeah.
Damn it.
Anyway, about that.
What's up, pretty?
At the girlfriends for dinner. So we got that design.
Well, that looks kind of tight. What does it say on it?
Burn cron, because I'm Bernie and I burn chronic.
Burn cron.
420 kilometer to burn cron. And we got the keep calm burn cron.
I'm gonna get approached to buy drugs if I'm wearing this.
Don't buy drugs. Just come to Canada, and your local weed store will supply you from the Canadian government, because that's Canada.
Now, is this your real house or are you in an Airbnb?
I'm at my girlfriend's place for Canadian Thanksgiving dinner. Thus, in my
Yeah,
girlfriend's
any of you guys
bedroom.
out here that are single, Burn I can do it. You can too. Oh, what is that one? That one's pretty cool.
Bear. Burn crown. Oops, sorry.
Oh, I see it. That's the Owen Benjamin one.
No, I did these prints long before Owen Benjamin. That's like 12, 13 years at least. Although I don't know how long Owen Benjamin's been out there for, to be honest.
He's been grifting for a while.
This is like the Mandela print. It also glows in the dark, which is pretty cool. Burns down the TV in the
Mandela
middle.
effect.
I guess so, right?
So he just says it glows in the dark, and then he sends you the regular screen printed shirt, and then when it doesn't, he just says, "Yo, it's a Mandela effect."
I like that. That's some
That's how it
funny shit
works.
right there. That's funny. Well, maybe if this was archaic merch, but I print my own shit and take pride in it.
Why are you breathing so heavy, dog?
I've been smoking and no, that's not even me. That's TB. Yep. The bear print.
That's definitely some Owen Benjamin shit right there.
Man, I'm Bernie and I'm a bear. All right, and it has nothing to
Bernie
do
Bear
with gay,
is Bernie
with
Bear.
fat gay men or Owen Benjamin.
Yo, what is that one? That one's crazy looking.
This one's dope. Sorry,
Is it a? Is it a? It's a pig. It's a like a
Well, it's
cop,
a couple of pigs that says "Oink," and it says
and it's a
to
cop.
protect and serve. Oh yeah, it's a couple pig cops. Hold on. Get the image. All right, so Oink, and you got one pig, two pigs, three pig, one pig, two pig, three pig, and then you got a rat. Where's the rat? There's the rat in the corner eating a donut. Some donuts, some pigs, and Tim Snorton's coffee mug.
Tim Snortons.
Tim Snorton's coffee mug to
Very
protect
Canada.
the swine. Protecting the swine.
They don't even know what that is down here in Florida. We had a couple of them in Minnesota.
Apparently, Warren Buffett and Burger King own Tim Hortons now. So Tim Snortons will be coming to an American drive-through near you soon. Power and the people enormous.
Bro.
Oh. You got the glow-in-the-dark homunculus, dude. Our troll homunculus.
That's the blueberry cereal guy. That's him.
That's blueberry cereal.
Yeah. Damn, how many designs you got, bro?
150.
Damn.
Just showing what I got in your sizes, most likely. Cityscape Calgary.
This dude got a whole damn this dude got a whole drop at midnight.
Well, it's actually just coincidental. I brought them over because I brought samples for my brother-in-law's girlfriend, who is also in clothing manufacture and retail.
Does she smoke weed though?
No, she doesn't actually.
Oh.
Burn Cron Wild style.
Bro, TV is snoring. Check this out. Hold on.
Oh, he's passed right out for show.
Watch. Hold on. Yo. He's sleep, bro.
Or he's pulling a Benton where He's acting like he's sleeping on camera, but really he's out murdering and burning bodies. Fake alibi. Nah, TV's get passed out for show. The iHeart BC, iHeart Burncrown.
I heart big cock.
See, only like half of the population's mind goes to that first, and it's like your mind is just leans to homosexuality, I guess.
I don't know. If I saw someone wearing that shirt, I'd be like, dude, is that what that means?
There's a whole
I'd be roasting
province in Canada called British Columbia, aka BC, so that's where that goes.
That's what we used to call like the mid buds in Minnesota. We call them beasters. You got them BCs.
I'll be right back.
Whoa, this dude just ditched me out. All right. Well, this shit was wild. This is what kids are doing in school. They're not learning anything. They're not learning like math or chess or some shit.
Hello, my
What did they say? Something about being gay? Can't even tell. I'm assuming these are like, is that high schoolers? I don't know. Pretty wild. Lives with TikTok, always good for some fucking scrolling. National Coming Out Day. The Milwaukee police celebrated it. What the fuck, dude? Crime rate in Milwaukee. Look, it's almost at 100%. It's 2.7 times higher than the U.S. average. It was higher than in 98.7% of U.S. cities. The 2022 Milwaukee crime rate fell by 9% compared to 2021. The number of homicides stood at 214, an increase of 19 compared to 2021. Wow. So it's in like the top 2% almost of the entire country in crime. This is, and the police are worrying about National Coming Out Day instead of like stamping that shit out.
Here we have a non-binary, poly, spicy person out and about for everyone to see. Yippee! Happy Pride! Here.
So this is what happens when you get that cultural, that deep cultural rot sets in. I think this happens from time to time, periodically, and I think eventually it corrects itself. Really, what it is like a satanic force coming in and growing like an evil spirit, kind of taking over the land. And I think this happens, and I think that's what you see when you see all those like mental institutions in the past. Is this has happened several times, and then they had to round people like this up and institutionalize them. But then dipshit truthers say, well, there was a reset, and the people that remembered the old world before they grew new children out of cabbage patches, those are the people that still remembered it, that they put in the institutions. No, I don't think so at all. I think you're retarded as fuck to say they're growing kids in a cabbage patch. This whole new wave of conspiracies, Cabbage Patch Kids, every mountain was a building. All this shit is like whack as fuck. This meltology and shit. It's more likely that this type of shit happens, shit you can see with your own eyes today. And you just have to eventually do something about it. You can't force society to like play along with these LARPs for too long. I feel like there are times about I hope I'm right. You never know, but I feel like there will be a correction. The pendulum will swing the other way.
In hot for booster catch.
The cigarette? This shit looks like a cigarette.
Raptor engines, and this view is incredible right now.
Yo, that's a Virginia Slim, dog. That's dropping in slow motion.
Vehicle is moving leading on the left hand of the screen. Landing burn 13 ignited. We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now in the air.
What is with all the space videos and like the stadium sound they pump in there? So basically, they just play this video backwards and people believe it. That's what I got from this one. Is they just, oh shit, I refreshed the whole thing. They just play the booster takeoff backwards and put those overlays on there, add the sound effects. Wish there was a way to play it backwards, like right here. You'd see how natural it would look coming up. Unless there's people here like on the ground that you're able to go watch it. I would definitely go watch one of these things because this shit looks fake as fuck to me. Yo. All right, we're gonna let my man sleep in peace here. Good night, Mr. Toilet Bowl. Or should we just leave him? We'll just leave him for a little bit. We might get some good like sleep talk or something out of him. Yeah, I'll kick him. Whoa, I hate when it just like zooms into my face like that. Okay, yeah, so I think they're playing that shit backwards.
I would rather roll around in poison ivy than drive myself to Costco on a Saturday afternoon, holiday weekend, shit myself in the electronics section, on the way home swing by my 20th high school reunion. When I got home, I'd shave my armpits with sandpaper and then take a bubble bath filled with 1,000 tiny knives. Then I would vote for Donald Trump. Hopefully that clears it up. I would rather roll around in poison ivy.
That's a long-winded way to say I'm not racist, trust me. I promise I'm not racist. Speaking of racist,
It's crazy. Yeah.
what's up, man?
Always blame Canada, right? Like the national racist, stupid Canadians, smoking weed, always building igloos and shit.
Yeah, those damn Canadians.
Sending our leaders
Manitoba
down to
Coens.
Cuba so their wives get knocked up by communist dictators. So, 40, 50 years later, Canada goes full communist. And you were asking earlier about the YouTube monetization pipe dream, and that I've actually noticed it was 6 months ago that Trudeau introduced, I think it's either C60 or C51 or C52. There's 2 different bills that came out at the same time. It's one of those that was against Canadian podcasters or whatever. But I instantly noticed my YouTube views were slashed by 80%, and my monetization went from, at that point, it was like at 300 Canadian a month, and now it's down to like 75. It's ridiculous. And 2.5 years ago, when I first got monetized, I was getting several thousand views per video, and I was making about 1,500 a month from YouTube monetization. It's just ridiculous.
1,500 is nice. I never made that much down, bro. You're balling.
No, that's what it was. Now it's $75. Like it's insane.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You're either in the algorithm or you're not.
Exactly.
Even I follow some big channels. I follow this one guy's name is called oh god, I can't remember his name now. It's I am John something. But anyway, he's like kind of talks about more conservative type ideas. But anyway, he was in the algorithm and his shit was fucking cracking for a while, and then he completely fell off in his videos. So he had like maybe over 1 million subscribers, and his videos would be coming up getting like 300, 600 views, maybe 1,000 views. And then he kept going for like 2 years like that. And I just saw again, now he's back in the algorithm again. Now the views are like way the fuck up there again. So he grinded out like 2 years of like nothing basically to get back up there again.
Right? Just gotta grind it out. Keep giving
it's
it
a fucking grind, dude. I forget what the guy's name is. I can't remember it right now. But anyway, it's not that good anyway. But I just wanted to look up his stats because I couldn't remember his name.
So I was like, the other day, made a bunch of shorts in the middle of the night. I was like, I published one on both channels, and it was like the first 10 minutes, I watched it like just gaining views. It was like up to 400 views on my Crypto Alchemist in like 12 minutes. I was like, shit. And then I went over to the smaller Burn Eye one, and it was at 600 views on that channel. And then it's like, it just cut like 10 minutes and then no more views after that. And it's ridiculous. Like, it's like you could see it that it was being pumped in the algos for like 10 minutes. And then after that, just dumped and not shown and blocked, I guess.
Pump and dump.
And then it's like the rest of my shorts get like 10 or 12 views. It's ridiculous. But yeah, as far as the evil, satanic creep sort of thing, it's definitely, hope to God, at its max right now. But you know, the world will balance itself out. God will do something, but hopefully it doesn't get to the point that humanity devolves so bad down into the satanic influence that it has to be another Noah-style flood or other catastrophic event. And like, how people can believe that there was Cabbage Patch fucking retarded style reset and not just like, hey, it's told that God will destroy and repopulate every single time that society devolves and goes evil. You know, that's your reset that keeps happening.
Right. And they think it's like some mud flood or some elite people just come and kill everyone or send them to a insane asylum and then grow children out of the ground
of Noah's flood, because there was a giant flood. The ocean went over the whole land. That what happens in floods? Silt, mud, decay buries everything, and that's why they see this evidence of the supposed mud flood is because that was from Noah's flood, most likely.
Well, I mean, you just saw it in North Carolina. There was fucking mud up to the fucking half of a building
like
in one day.
Hurricanes, all that stuff, that's localized flooding. So Noah's flood on a realm-wide scale, that's why you'd see that layer across everywhere.
Right. But I'm saying these mud flood people don't take into account that you just saw it happen basically
exactly. That's anything
in one
can
day
be
in one town. You know what I mean? It could be one town that's just it got fucked up by a hurricane or whatever.
100%.
And then they're like, no, it was the flood, or they just buried everything and rebuilt on top of it. It's just a lot of, I don't even know, man. The shit just doesn't interest me anymore, any of that. Like, the politics didn't interest me for a long time, and then now the truth or shit, it's just so off the rails. That shit doesn't interest me.
It's because
politics is a little more entertaining now to me because it's just
retarded shit out there.
Like the psychology of it. I like the psychology of how these people buy into these left to right paradigms and stuff.
Well, and that you started it all by getting people into flat Earth and the rest of it how long ago? Then it just graded from there.
Truthers right here chasing the piston breadcrumbs. Getting caught in the rabbit hole. Damn. And there's not much evolution of the ideas really either. Like, you got a lot of these channels still talking about the exact same things. They've been out here for
Recycled
5-6
shit
years
over and over again.
or whatever. It's like the ideas never really evolve because part of it is because of the comment section on YouTube, and that could be what it's designed to do. Is it just you get positive reinforcement for putting out some crazy ideas? Like-minded crazy people will find the crazy video, and then they're just gonna say, "Yeah, this is real," and then you don't really have to guard
And
your
then next thing you know,
idea
you're
against
paying to go to Archaics University.
Yeah, you don't have to, defend your idea at all because you're getting so much positive feedback. The fuck is this?
Esta weá me sorprendió.
All right, well, man, much love. I got to go, and I'll be in contact in a few days to get your shit to it.
All right, my man. I like that first one. That very first one was tight.
Okay. So I'll email you here in the next 2 days with what sizes I have and a couple of the other designs that are words with me that I don't have on you right now.
All right. Sounds
All
good.
right.
I appreciate you. That's Burn Eye. Go follow the Crypto Alchemist on YouTube. Let me drop this link again. I'm just going to keep scrolling. I'm still working on my like I said, the reason the politics interests me is because of the psychology behind the politics and the way they bait these people in and what they say. The people are motivated and driven by external stimuli, like a mouse, or just like those mouses falling in that bucket. That's what really. So I don't necessarily like the politics or the end results that come from it, but it's interesting to me to study it and see why these people, what kind of bait they fall for and stuff, and which way it may be going. Like with the election and stuff, it's a little bit interesting to me. Like I'm not edging my seat, but I'm looking into it a little bit because I just kind of want to know which direction it's going. So I was watching that Days of Noah last night. He was kind of saying the same thing too, and he had a lot of information. He said for if it's Trump that wins, as far as the technocracy and everything behind him and the direction it's all going to go with Trump. But he said he wasn't even going to go further with his ideas either until he sees where he's at with it. And that's really, really the only channel I can really still watch right now. Like not even washing his balls or anything. Days of Noah. I can't really think of another one off the top of my head that I regularly watch because he's in the perfect lane where he can be in that lane with the technology, and the technology is moving so rapidly that the stream and the ideas constantly have to be refreshed and updated. And that's why that one doesn't really get stale to me, because it's continuously evolving with the technology. Just even since I remember in 2020, I showed one of the first videos of I forgot what they called it back then, but the stable diffusion type things where it was just like text to image. You type this type of cat or whatever, and it would make a cat or a church or whatever. I remember showing that in 2020, and people were just like, wow. And then even just that aspect of the AI alone, what if you even want to call that an AI, that aspect has grown tremendously just in a few years, 2 or 3 years. It seems like it's actually stagnated out right now, but major leaps were made, at least what you saw in the public sector in 2 years in that type of technology. And you got all this other stuff coming down the pipe, whether it's real or not. You have the Elon Musk robots, where this guy says that the robot's gonna be $20,000 to $30,000, and everyone will be able to own it. It's gonna mow your lawn and do your laundry and whatever you want it to do. I mean, that could be some vaporware bullshit, but that's basically my point. Is that's why I continue to watch Days of Noah if you don't subscribe, because he's just in the perfect lane, I think, to never get stale. Well, Trump targeted in third assassination attempt. He's at Coachella. I was behind. I'm in Florida. You don't see much Harris Walls supporters but I was behind a car the other day driving slow as fuck. They had Harris Wall's bumper sticker and a Coachella bumper sticker. They kind of go hand in hand, right? So Trump was assassination attempt. Don't even care enough to look into it anymore. The president-elect about to get shot. It's just like so oversaturated, and people just. I'm sure I'm not the only one that doesn't care. Even the people that are into it don't really go in and read. Maybe like the MAGA Trump tards probably do, but most people probably just read the headline and just move on. It's the impressions-based news media. So all they have to do is get the headline into your feed somehow, some way, and they know you're not even gonna click it and read the details or anything. They're just gonna get that information out there through the impressions.
It's so hard to see that we.
While this is loading here, where I was going with the reason that I like the psychology behind the politics and everything is I've been working on this idea of this Vince McMahon stream I want to do for a long time, actually, before the Vince McMahon documentary dropped on Netflix even. So due to my large family, I wasn't able to get this stream out before then. I was kind of trying to like push it up in my priorities to do it before the Netflix documentary dropped because I knew there'd be a lot of buzz around it. But I wasn't able to do it. But then now I've watched all but one of them on the Netflix documentary. A lot of the stuff was a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. But I have even more stuff than that. And I want to tie it into like actor-based reality, how the people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and everything are basically, lifetime actors on a world stage. But also the psychology behind how Vince McMahon's able to manipulate the crowd and the fans and sell you something. If anyone here has seen the Vince McMahon Netflix documentary, put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it. And if you haven't, it's very interesting. It is about wrestling, but it's more about like, this is, to me personally, maybe not to anyone else, it's one of the most interesting characters in the entire like world stage, whatever you want to call it. And then I have this stream in my head. I'm going to slowly get it on a PowerPoint after I watch the last episode of Netflix one, and on how it relates to politics, how it relates to the agendas that they lay out over long periods of time, ideas to get you to want these certain technologies and everything. It's all like psychology and psychological manipulation. And Vince McMahon is one of the masters of it, like modern day P.T. Barnum, a very dark genius, super, super, super intelligent guy, and crazy as fuck. And I have way more shit than what was on this Netflix documentary. I got to get it all together. I like to watch the wrestling shoot interviews where you go and watch these wrestlers. And the shoot means they're just telling like the truth. They're not in character. And these old wrestlers will come on different YouTube channels and they'll tell like stories from the road or how this guy really was or whatever. And throughout the years, I've watched a lot of them. So I got to go and find the ones that I'm looking for and stuff. And you can build this profile on this guy, Vince. And he's a fucking nut, dude. He's fucking crazy, bro. But it's all super interesting to me is the way it's manipulation, basically. It's propaganda is really what it boils down to. Vince is the master of creating propaganda, and he is very hit or miss too. He has long stretches, Vince, where he's out of touch with like his finger on the pulse of society. But when he's on it, he's on it. He's able to create, Hulk Hogan. He's able to create Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and all these cultural icons, basically, and bring them through the world of wrestling, even where it's not just known to wrestling fans, and into mainstream, because he's so dialed in on the pulse of very certain things at certain times. It's fascinating too when you get into the backstory of Vince's, just like his mentality. But we'll save all that for the psycho Vince. He's definitely a psycho. I'll give you guys the spoil. I believe the dude's a murderer. The dude's, at the very minimum, the very least, he's like a mob boss style. He's at least ordered some hits on some people. I could never prove that, but I could lay out some cases where you would see at the very least, bro. I think he's the type of personality like that would love to do a hand-to-hand kill on someone. You see that a lot even in the Netflix documentary. The one I watched, that it was the second to last one, he says about 3 times just in that one alone. He said, I imagined putting my hands around his neck and squeezing the life out of him. Said it like 3 different times in one episode. Like, it's definitely, he's definitely a killer. Yeah, Stephen David says you can't achieve that level without some blood. And he's in New York. He's out of New York. Really what it is, without getting into the whole thing, giving it all away. The story of Vince McMahon is the story of globalization. He took this entire fractured territories of wrestling, united it all throughout the United States, and brought it all global. So that it's really like the blueprint, and even for these other companies to take this, not just business ideas, but these societal ideas global and bring them into to the entire worldwide audience. It's a lot. It's very deep, actually. A lot of time is going to be put into it. And I think when I stream it, I kind of want to do it prepared, but I know I'll never be able to do it prepared. So if it's a live stream, it's probably going to take me like 4 hours. I can usually blast through a topic pretty in depth in like a little bit over an hour. But I think there's so much shit on Vince and so many videos to show. It would be around 4 hours. I never watched professional wrestling. It seems like an agenda coming out of Canada to America by the royal family or something. There's something to it. It's like I can't give it all away, bro. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, where am I here? So this is a DEI hire. This is a woman this is a woman working at Lowe's, and it says I saw this earlier, a 45-pound box.
Pick it up again.
Come down.
Come down. Just keep coming down. Oh, wait, I'm in the way. All right, come down. Please, I'm begging you. Somebody come.
Come down. You gotta come down.
I can't. The machine's not moving. We in the
Man,
way.
I don't know how to work the machine.
I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny. That person could be getting hurt, but this is a great example of what's happened to society here. Is it's placated so much to the woman, to the woman's own detriment, that entire society has gone off the rails, and it will continue to go off the rails until men finally step up and tell women no. That's when it will end. That's when you'll see the use of those institutions and everything like that. That's when you'll see the end of all this crap in the school that we're looking at on Libs of TikTok, and all this entire Libs of TikTok channel will end when women get subjugated again. Not immediately, not overnight, but really what it boils down to is it can all be traced back to that one thing, is the women's empowerment, feminism, women's suffrage. And I know it really sounds like an Andrew Wilson type talking point, but he's spot on there. I think it's the man can take over the woman whenever they want. Unfortunately, the women are just too small, too weak. There's nothing they can do about it when the men finally decide, hey, we've had enough. And that is definitely why you see it, the scale of the mass scale, soy products and feminization of men, Peter Pan syndrome. We're going to keep adults buying and collecting action figures and stuff like that, watching the cartoons they grew up with in the 80s, so they can, it's just like to keep them in that childlike mind So there's less chance of a rebellion, or just to stave it off long enough. I think is I think they know eventually there will be a correction. And when I say they, I just mean the controllers of society, the information controllers. Yeah, women tried, and there's doesn't mean there's not certain women that could actually do the job. Like this job in particular, there's definitely women that grew up on a farm or something that are strong enough to do this, and even managerial positions and things like that. There are certain women that have the correct mindset and the integrity to do it and do it the right way. But I think it's far less, so far less that you almost need to just ban it across the board. Or it should be basically an exception to the rule that there's a woman in a position of authority in some kind of corporation. They should have to show great examples of merit to get there. Where now with the DEI and everything, it's well, X number of percent must be women, X number of percent must be minority, X number of percent, this and that. They just got to fill these quotas. It's like that's what you hear when you hear them talking about the voters too, is they talk about, well, it's time for a woman president. This isn't just because there hasn't been one before. Like they think everyone just deserves a turn at something. You wouldn't think that if you're if you're stuck in an airplane with unlimited fuel, the airplane that runs on compressed air. If you were just flying around forever, you were stuck in the air your whole life. You wouldn't think, well, it's fine. It's this person's turn to fly. Let them fly. They've never flown before. It's a child's turn to fly now. Yeah, they've just completely replaced the meritocracy with crap like this. This is definitely, I can't even say definitely. Maybe it's wishful thinking for me, but I feel like this type of thing is in its death throes right now. The transgender, like overtly trans, there's always going to be transgender people, gay people, always, forever. There's always been, and there always will be, but it's going to go back to being an underground thing. We're not going to be forcing people to talk about it at work or at school, in my opinion. Liberal woman trying to run over a Trump sign crashed her whole car. They're insane, dude. I've seen so many videos like this where a guy went and keyed someone's car because they had a Trump bumper sticker and keyed the shit out of the car, was caught on video and arrested. Felony damage charge in Florida. A lot of these Trump people put like stakes in there, or what do you call it, like nails or whatever under their sign, because it gets run over so many times, and they'll pop the tires, and that keeps happening. Or I've seen videos where they electrify the signs and people come up on a camera and try to pull the signs off. They're completely unhinged and deranged. That just seeing this Trump thing, they're forced to, like I said earlier, they're controlled by external stimuli, and they've been programmed to, the Trump sign is like the exact same thing as a Nazi. And what do? You punch a Nazi. I saw a super fat lady the other day in a store, and she had the big thick rim glasses and the purple hair. She was super fat, and she had on, I thought it was a Nazi tattoo, like right here on her arm, but it was like the no symbol / through the Nazi symbol. And I was just like, this is the type of lady that if she saw Handsome Truth out there doing his shit, she would probably walk up and try to punch him. Forget Handsome Truth. Even if it's somebody that's not live streaming, she's gonna go up and punch the wrong person and she's gonna get destroyed or possibly killed. She's just so programmed that way. And you don't see left or the right wing people destroying these signs that are all over Minneapolis, like in this house we believe love is love, we believe black lives matter, we believe women's rights are equal rights, or whatever that sign says. Like, it's hard for some people to imagine if you don't live in one of those cities. In Minneapolis, it's like on every third house, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, you drive down the street, that's all you see. And then, but you go into the next city, St. Paul, like, you don't see it at all. But there's certain areas where you see that. It's almost like a sign they put in their front yard, like, for, hey, when shit pops off, when you do your next race riot or whatever, don't vandalize this house. We're your ally, basically. That's the way I interpret it. But you don't see like Republicans tearing those out and burning them or anything like that. It's the stupidest shit I've seen today. I don't know if I want to watch this even. I'm waiting for these guests to roll up in here, man. I know it's been a while since I streamed. Another thing I was gonna do, actually, since I need to step away for a minute, get some water and use the restroom, is I was gonna, since I got Davy Crockett on the cover, I was gonna just just go to random parts of his Odyssey. And so what does he do? He puts the, okay, he puts the butter in there. So then what? When he wants to, okay, yeah, that's retarded. Or to do the pan, yeah. What? Okay, why? I got an idea for this guy here. Why don't you just take the stick of butter out of the fridge and peel down the wrapper a little bit and do the same thing? Fucking people, man. Oh my God, what is that? Yo, are they even at a KFC, or is this a whole different restaurant? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a drink real quick and use the restroom. But I do have Davy Crocco's Odyssey just kind of sitting on hold. We've been missing Mr. Cracko here lately. Rest in peace, Davy. I'm just gonna pick a random spot on a random one, just let it play for a couple minutes while I go do this run. And I'm gonna be right back. Give me less than 5 minutes here. We're just gonna pick a random one and let Cracko ride here through our Halloween spirit, man. Shit, is this the one that I did with him, or did he just use this cover here? Let's see. I made that cover and we did that stream. I don't know if the one I just randomly clicked one. If that's the same one or not. Now it's being really slow, but if you ever look for Croco stuff, it's on Odyssey. Just type Odyssey spell ODYSEE. So you just type Odyssey Davy Croco. Yeah, it's not working now. Hold on. I don't know if this is actually the stream I did with him or does Odyssey like BitChute? Does it just not work? Because I can never get like half of BitChute to play. I just wanted to like go to a random part of a random stream.
Also, I'm gonna get more active on
Here we go.
Rumble as well.
All right, let me just skip ahead here. All right, I'm gonna be right back.
So most people in the West obviously use the internet daily. They're used to handing over their personal data in exchange for a service. WhatsApp, Zoom, Instagram, TikTok have become so ingrained in our online culture that many people have no qualms about sharing their data with them. But it's levels to it. How many steps are you willing to go? Do you want your banking information out on Twitter? Do you want to make all your payments, all your communications and messaging through Twitter? I think most of us would say no. And they're using I know he's not popular to us, guys. I'm saying they're using the popularity of someone like Elon Musk to kind of weigh the scale over to the side of people will buy into this because they put some trust in him that they shouldn't. he even goes to the levels of, agreeing with people that AI is a problem when he's using AI for all of these things and all of his businesses. So, you can't trust a word the guy says. Obviously, you have a bot problem as well. And one of the stats you really have to think about is the 50 most influential tweeters and people that retweet on the app. 82% of the top 50 are bot accounts. That's a very big problem. If Twitter evolves into this X app, as obviously that's where we're going, the bot problem is going to be a problem. Phishing attacks, hacking attacks, and you have to remember the FBI's close association with Twitter and other intelligence agencies' close association. So you just have a whole new way of being monitored, and you're giving them way more data and way more access to your personal security details than you normally would. So we already know about the surveillance. I don't have to go into it further with that. The last two streams, I think I've explained very well all the different ways they're monitoring, all the different ways they're surveilling you, why they're doing it, how they're coming up with these threat assessment scores, and this everything app will be no different, and that information passed over to intelligence apparatuses of the United States will be no different. You're just giving them more information. Now they're getting your banking information. Now they're getting your personal text information. And they use every single piece of data they can on you to build up these threat assessment scores. So just a little bit about Twitter, X app, everything app, just to kind of do an update on that. Now, like I said, the stream is going to have multiple different stories that are basically disconnected from each other, other than when we're talking about biometrics and cyber surveillance. Everything else in the stream is going to be kind of updates to stories. And I can clip each single one up and make it its own video, basically. But I want to talk about the cult mom trial. This is something I covered on Spooky Sundays. It was a very gruesome case of a bunch of people being murdered. This mom murdered her two children because she said they were, they had demons inside of them. If you guys remember the Lori Vallow case, it is now in trial. We're in our first week here. So I just want to give a little update to this story. I know some of you guys have been asking for a Spooky Sunday, and I just got to be completely honest with you guys. It fucking sucked when season 1, I'm not able to access that anymore. You guys can watch the videos, but I'm not able to access.
Yo, shout out to Davy Crocco. Rest in peace, Davy. Come back to a Davy stream now and then throughout this Croctober. I got who I'm guessing is the Sanity Machine backstage. It says Drew's daddy. You know it's the Sanity Machine. What's up, Sanity Machine? I knew it.
Yo, it's your boy Drew. It's your boy Drew.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Drew.
I'm your daddy.
You're a child molester? Bam! Got him, bro.
No.
Got him, bro.
No.
You just admitted, bro, that you're a child molester.
No, I don't pull weapons.
You're a child molester, bro.
Are you saying your daddy's a child molester? I'm not saying I'm your bio daddy. I'm the daddy that spanks you.
It's us, bro. We went from Davy Crocco to this. Chris. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
Davy Crocco sucks. He's a dead druggie. Come on, he's a drug addict. He was
a
dead
druggie.
And
At least he was honest about being a druggie.
Honest about what? What was he honest about? What did he actually do?
He admitted he was on drugs.
But what did he do in terms of videos or truth speaking? What did he actually do?
Oh, he did a lot of deep investigative research, like an actual reporter would do.
Really? On what topics?
All kinds of different topics, man. He's got a
Is his
large body
channel?
of work. You have a large body. He has a large body of work. You should check
No,
out some.
you have a body bigger than me. Your head's bigger than mine. You're fat. You're fat, dude.
Bro, it's Burly Boy season.
What have you been eating?
It's Burly Boy season.
What have you been eating down there?
I've been eating gator.
Nah, you don't eat gator.
I eat gator. Gator nuggets.
Gator nuggets.
Yeah.
You're from Minnesota. You don't eat gator.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. You got to do as the Floridians do, bro. We eat gator and squirrel.
Squirrel. Oh, fuck. You eat rodents.
We began. What's new? What's new on the Sandy Machine 12-hour streams? Have you collaborated with Paul Enslaved yet?
No, I don't like Paul Enslaved.
Why not?
Because he's a fat-headed, loud-mouthed, obnoxious asshole gingy. I don't like gingers.
That is true. He is that.
Yeah, he is.
Are you mad that Salty Siren and NJ Jeep Girls Loyalty lies with Paul instead of you?
No. Salty Siren doesn't like his channel. It's only Jeeps is a moron. She lives up his
really
ass.
dumb.
She's a dummy.
I seen her picture once. She's a big fatty.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've never seen her picture.
She's real fat.
Like fatter than Bex? Or how fat?
The picture I saw looked very old and it was already fat. So I would assume she's even fatter now. So I would assume she's about like Beck's size.
Oh, damn. Like no neck? Big shoulders? Wide body?
The picture I saw wasn't maybe that big. It was close to being that big though. But also you could tell it was like a 10-year-old picture or something.
Can you smell Bex's pussy from Florida? She lives on the west coast of Canada.
No.
She stinks though, right? Would you admit that?
That's your girl, Bex.
No, not at all. What are you talking about? She's banned on my channel.
She's
banned.
She's on everyone's stream. She's
not on mine.
She gets in anywhere she can get in.
She's not on my stream. She's banned. Has she been on here?
What about the Machine Lies?
He's banned too.
Why is he banned?
He's a filthy, rotten, cross-eyed Muslim.
Well, that's true.
It is true. I speak the truth, dude. I don't know what you have against me. I'm not here to make up or whatever. I don't care who hates me, but yeah, I speak the truth.
Yeah, he's too stoned to. He thinks he's like spitting fire, like intellectual. He just sounds like a stone dumbass.
He's a stone dummy reading from old books, basically. He doesn't have any views or ideas of his own. And he can barely read.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. I thought he was normal and cool at first, but he ended up being a big time weirdo.
Yeah, he is. He's a weirdo. Are there any weirdos here in the house tonight watching the channel?
Yeah, it's just the same weirdos as always. Shout out to the weirdos.
How's your wife doing, Layla?
She's good. She's just sleeping. She's good. How's your wife doing?
Does she miss me?
How's your wife doing?
I don't have a wife. I'm not married. I have a girlfriend, but not a wife.
Edgar Allan Poe puppet.
I'd never get married, dude. I don't want to risk my wealth.
So you'd rather just be alone forever than?
No, I'm not alone. I'd
worry about some materialism.
I'm worried. I value my investments
more than having a family.
Yeah, I don't want to have a family.
Yeah, I think Beholder sussed you out. He says that sounds kind of gay.
Nah, that's not gay at all. Smart. How many kids do you have now, anyway?
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Shit, it's not coming out. I have 5 kids. I have 5 kids.
You gonna sneeze out any more?
Hope not. I gotta go to the vet and get fixed.
Wait, did you get a new microphone?
Yeah, a little $20 Amazon mic. So I got a new finally got a new computer with the laptop, but the mic fucking sucks on it. It's a decent laptop, but damn, they skimped out on the mic.
Yeah, the mics cost them like 10 cents on laptops
Right.
or shit.
Fucking prices of computers have really went up since the last. I only bought one right before the pandemic. I think I'd bought another one. I got a really good computer for like $500, brand new, and I was looking at them again, and they're all like anything halfway decent, like at least 800 now.
Yeah.
Where's all these other people, man? Hit that link. Anybody want to come up here and fight the Sandy Machine? I know you got a lot of haters.
I call them they're fans. They're just fanboys of me over here. There's no women watching here. Where are the women in the chat room?
They only got one hand. They can't type with one hand.
Wow, I turn them on that much. They're using one of their hands.
Yep.
Huh. There
They're
you
all
go.
here for you.
There you go.
They
Ladies
like
love El Diablo.
They like your puppet control.
Ladies love El Diablo. They love the cream of the crop.
What's new in what do you call it? Hell Realm.
No,
What's
this
new
is
in the Hell
you're in a
Realm?
hell realm. You're in a hell realm. You met my
I mean,
kingdom.
I'm not. You might be, but I'm not.
You
in the Hell
are.
Realm.
You're in a hell realm.
I'm a Chad, bro. I'm
How
not
much,
living in the Hell
Chad?
Realm.
How much do you make an hour? What do you make an hour?
I make $33 an hour.
33, right? I doubt it.
I do.
33.
33.
Just so happens to be 33.
Yep.
Nah, you
Got
made
raised.
that up.
No.
You made that up.
No. Oh, look who it is.
My stalker.
It's this fucking guy. He's obsessed with me.
You're
Yeah,
obsessed.
Steven,
with
why are
me.
you so
Following
obsessed
me
with
around?
me, Steven? Why are you
Following
so-
me around.
Yeah. You ran last time when I grew.
I never run. I
You
never
ran.
run. Can
You
you
ran like a
can
little
you
bitch.
can you do
You
an
ran like a
iGuru
little
impression
bitch
again?
that you are, Steven.
Do an
You're a
iGuru
little
impression
bitch
again.
faggot. You got me blocked in your chat. You can't
do I
take
have you
any
blocked?
pushback. You're a lonely little faggot with
I
this
got you
little
blocked.
fucking blue
You're a
cheese
fatty. Low
blanket.
TBT. I need
There's
some
not a
tea.
woman
I
in the
need some
world that's touching
testosterone.
you. You know
Here's
this.
my impression of you. I need some tea. I need some testosterone.
Wow, amazing. Good, amazing
That's
work.
you.
Amazing work. No
That's
wonder
you.
the women
Thank
love
you.
you.
Thank you. Do you
Yeah.
like the
All right,
clip of you
bye,
giving a
Sandy Machine.
blowjob?
See you later.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, fuck that guy. What up?
I should have banned him because now he's gonna try to come right back. We just kicked him.
It's fine. He's boring as fuck anyway,
I
so
know.
who cares?
What's up, man? Where are you at here? What's going on in the background here? Are you by a
Where?
circuit breaker or what?
Like a fucking bulletin board or some shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a undisclosed location.
Is that
You're
a grinder that I
you're
just
trying
heard,
to dox
bro?
me or what?
Was that a grinder I just heard?
No.
I heard
no.
something clicking and you were looking down like.
Oh, fucking Bluetooth things.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a damn grinder.
No, I had to buy a set of Bluetooth headphones for my wife's TikTok shop to support her endeavor.
She has a TikTok shop.
Yeah, she's a TikTok affiliate now, I guess. Or
How much she making?
Not a whole lot yet.
I thought about doing that. The X has a deal right now where you can pay them to be monetized. You pay them to be monetized, but then they'll pay you. I just don't know. I don't think you get much unless you get some crazy viral shit going.
Yeah. It seems like with the thing, I mean, once they invite you to it, like on TikTok, some of the people they'll start sending you stuff, but
Like
a lot
free
of
shit,
times
you
you gotta buy the product to be able to sell it in the first place. So it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme to some extent. But I don't know. There's a lot of women on there that make like $10,000 a month just selling bullshit, fucking Chinese bullshit on TikTok.
They're selling shit, or they're
selling
like showing
product.
ass.
No, you can't do that on TikTok. It's like super strict. Like you can't.
What do you mean you can't do that? Isn't that what it's all? I've never really on there, but I'm assuming that isn't it all like.
No, they're like super strict on a lot of stuff. It's not like Twitter or whatever. You can't do any kind of nudity or whatever. They're very strict on their rules. They'll shut you down real quick.
You can twerk your ass though, right? That's what I thought it was.
I mean, I guess like if you're dancing or whatever, but like it has to be like clothed and like it's pretty strict.
No buttholes, basically.
Yeah, you know
the no butthole policy.
Yeah, it's not like Twitter or even Instagram now. Shit, dude, it's like full-fledged pornography on there. Like
I haven't been on Instagram in so long.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Twitter is
Twitter
legitimately full-fledged like pornography, but
well, yeah, and on Twitter too, they show whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sus when I scroll through it because sometimes some crazy shit will just pop up. Did you see the how do I do this shit?
Did you already kick TB out of the backstage?
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to embarrass him in case he started farting or some shit. He was out. He was out like a light, bro.
Yeah, shout out David Crocco for the stream farts while sleeping.
Farting himself awake.
Yeah. It's a throwback. Would you scrolling through X? I'm still not doing the X thing yet.
I kind of like it a little bit.
I've been messing with the TikTok a little bit though. Just like using the templates and shit on there. It's like a really powerful application for editing. Like it's pretty awesome.
Okay, what these guys do on X is they just rip shit off of TikTok and bring it to X. So I was thinking, I haven't looked at TikTok either, but I was like, dude, if I do X, I might as well do Twitter because then you can just start it on TikTok. I mean, and I started on TikTok and then bring it over to X.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. I mean, like your followers on TikTok just like multiply like daily, like crazy. If
it can't be real numbers, right?
I don't know. Like my account's like my account was private for a long time, and then I unprivated it, and then so it doesn't really work out. But like my wife's accounts, though, she'll just like get like 1,000, 2,000 new subs like a day and stuff. Like it just keeps.
Damn,
it's crazy. Yeah,
she got to shout out your YouTube channel on there, damn. She got that engagement. You ever see that Rizzler dude on there on TikTok? Those Costco guys. Oh, they're like, we're Costco guys. This is what we do.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's like so funny that there was a guy behind Trump that did the Rizzler thing, and they thought he was like threatening Trump because he goes like, he's doing the Rizzler. These guys don't even know what the fuck it is. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Trump.
Shout out Trump, man. Surviving another. They say it's the third, but to me it feels like it's like the fifth or sixth. But totally real assassination attempts.
Oh, now they're looking at this guy. This is a different one.
Cutting your taxes in a major way. Biggest
why are they looking for this guy?
In the history of our country.
Where's this one at? That's Billings, Montana. Yo, the one in Coachella, the black hat MAGA chick was looking pretty good on the Coachella one.
Okay, this is it.
Notice this guy in the red shirt.
They play the fucking X-Files.
Now I see him. Yeah.
He's doing the fucking Rizzler thing though. Dude, these fucking idiots think it's like a threat. Someone in the comments gotta have the real fucking answer. No, there's only one reply. See if I can pull up the Rizzler just in case no one's ever seen him. I'm sure we're Costco guys. It's fucking cringe.
I watched a whole documentary on Costco the other day for no reason.
What's up, Rizzler? I got something to say. I only care
Hambo. Save Hambo. Peace.
Okay, because did the Costco documentary, did they talk about how it started out? Because it was originally called FedMart.
FedMart, yeah, FedMart, yeah.
FedMart, bro.
And then like they didn't want to partner with the dude or something, and then so he just started his own version of it or something.
Right. Look at this dude's on the Welch's fucking fruit snacks. What the fuck, dude? He's just like a TikTok meme, dude.
Yeah.
Making money. You ever look into that like brain rot shit that these kids watch nowadays?
Like what?
Just like I don't even know what you call it. They call it brain rot.
Everything they watch is fucking brain rot, dude. Half the shit that they watch
it's
is
shit like this though. Whoops, I forgot to switch to. It's just like really badly produced shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then this is how these like kids talk nowadays. Yeah, the skibidi and all this shit. They say all this fucking stupid shit. It's like this whole new. Yeah, right here. Oh, what's going on, man? I have the premium. Why am I getting an ad? What the fuck, bro?
Life awaits. American checks all the right boxes to get you there.
Fried chicken and wine.
Why am I getting ads, bro? I have the premium.
And an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad.
Just know I'm fucking streaming or some shit.
Polluting children's minds right now. And it's starting to mess with their brains.
Oh my god.
Like, why is this kid suddenly getting afraid of fruits? In fact, people are so alarmed by this, some even banned it in schools. Because this cursed content also has its own nonsense language.
Stealing. Phantom tax. Can you play Skibidi Toilet?
Sorry?
Can you play Skibidi Toilet?
So, what are these iPod kids saying?
Madlit on God, no cap.
Should we worry that there is some sort of sinister message hidden behind these gestures?
Oh no, because this is called mewing, what he's doing. I don't know what that is. Oh no, man. He started doing this and I thought he was having some sort of a seizure.
There's just something not right. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but the vibes are way off. Well, Night Fam, if you're a kid, or if there is any kid in your life right now, please.
Isn't this how YouTube started anyways, though? I mean, like, with, like, fucking stupid, retarded videos and shit, you know?
Can we get rid of
these?
these?
They come and just back full circle.
I think.
What did you just do?
Back then, though, that was more kind of organic. These seem to be more propaganda targeted towards these kids.
Right.
I think back then it was just people fucking being retarded. Now it's weaponized retardation.
Prepare to share this video and stay till the end. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because the results we found about this strange trend will make you scared for their future. This is the dark future of the brain generation.
Keep it delicious.
And among them, the easiest targets iPad kids, which we make a full video on, and you can see it if you want later after this video.
And if they are bored in the car, they'll just simulate themselves using a phone when the phone isn't really there.
Because while their parents just let screens babysit
this
them,
called- yeah,
their
this
eyes are
totally
glued
dumb.
to videos specifically engineered to get their still developing brains hooked and addicted. We're talking bright neon colors, super snappy editing to the point of sensory overload, combined with repetitive and mindless content.
That's it. I'm taking your phone.
You're still in Guy Rizzo Higher.
All to get just one goal:
Song
entrap
guy
the
at Rizzo,
child
Ohio.
to do endless scrolling. It's almost hypnotizing.
I'm Huggy Wuggy. Want to be my friend? Yes or no?
This is what kids nowadays call brain rot. And if you still don't understand what it's about, then you've already lost the point. Because see, you're not supposed to understand it. Let's try to watch this together, for example.
It's just crazy shit, bro. You can tell when you interact with one of those iPad kids, like they can't even talk.
Mm-hmm.
They like talk real slow.
No, we have a whole generation of children that can't talk now after the fucking COVID and then this shit, right? Like they've created a whole generation of children with speech disorders.
Right, and they didn't even they had those couple years where everyone's face was covered. They didn't even learn the nonverbal communication and stuff like that.
No, it affected my kids for sure. I mean, my 7-year-old for sure, because it was like happened right like in her prime period of developing speech, and then so like they went like the 2 years with interacting with people with mask and shit. Like it was
online shit too, right? It was all online.
No. I mean, we didn't do
the online shit.
No, but well, that's the main reason why we went to private school and stuff, because they didn't have to wear the mask and stuff in school. But even like they would go to a speech therapist, and the speech therapist would be wearing a fucking mask. I'm like, this is fucking retarded. How are you going to teach? How are you going to have a speech therapist wearing a mask? I mean, the visual cues and the mouth movements and everything are
That's
critical.
half of it. Yeah. So what's gonna happen to these fucking kids when they're?
I have no idea. It turned out a lot for my 7-year-old. A lot of what it was like she had she just got them removed, but she had like enlarged tonsils that were kind of affecting her speech. So she recently got them removed, and it's helped out quite a bit. But
fucking crazy.
But yeah, then watching all this dumb shit, even the generation before, right? We growing up with like fucking Teletubbies and shit, like where you'd have these, kids would sit for hours and watch things where there was actually like no language actually even being used. It was, just sounds and shit. Yeah, it'll fuck everybody up. At least the shit that we grew up with was like, at least it was still programming, obviously.
I mean, even SpongeBob was the same kind of shit, though, pretty much.
Yeah,
talking all weird and shit.
Yeah, SpongeBob's kind of, I don't really, I kind of like SpongeBob myself. But
I think SpongeBob's funny.
Yeah.
Let me go back to this for a second.
Designed to exclude older people like their parents, so that
exactly, it's designed to exclude their parents. Even like they teach a new ABC song like every generation. Like there's an entirely new, different one now. Then there was a new one already before.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like if like my kid, for example, had a kid, my 22-year-old daughter, she would have a different ABC song that she learned than what they would be teaching her kid.
Only generation Alpha can understand them. They are meant to escape responsible eyes.
If this is the only way to reach children, we're doomed, because I don't know how to talk like this.
Look, let me just read to you some of these popular brain rot words. Skibidi, Ohio, Phantom Tax, What the Sigma, Gad, Rizzler, Lux Maxing, Mewing, Mogging. Type in the comments if you think you know the meaning behind
Got
these.
Mog, dude.
4 of these are being spoken by kids.
Hank, you found summer skip.
I'm skipping. Yeah, I did it.
And no, it's not just a fun language they just happen to throw around.
Enemy.
I don't actually know what skibbity
Yummy.
means. What does
I
skibbity
don't
mean?
either. Maybe the video will teach us.
Cool.
Gucci.
Right now, even elementary and high school teachers are scrambling to understand why their students seem to be possessed by.
Oh my god, my thing's going crazy. Anyway, I don't know what it means. Don't care. The 7-year-old that lives across the street from me, he comes up. His name's Dorian. They call him Dory. And now he comes up the other day, tells my wife, hey, walks up to my wife and goes, hey, my name's Dor. I'm non-binary and my pronouns are he, him, or whatever. Fucking 2nd grade, bro.
Ouch.
Talking about this shit. And my wife was just like, what are they teaching these kids in school? Anything? Are they teaching them any like mathematics or any shit like that anymore?
I have no idea. I mean, my kids don't go to public school, so I don't know. I don't know what they're teaching them. Well, I don't know. I guess it's not. It depends on even at my kids' school, they have a different kind of teaching philosophy. So math's not really emphasized much, but at younger ages, they say that for older. But yeah, the fucking Tesla bots, dude.
Dude, the Tesla robot, he says it's going to be $20,000.
Yeah, well, and the Tesla truck was going to be $30,000 too, and now it came out 7 years later, and it was fucking $100,000. And it's a piece of shit.
I see.
What's hilarious is that what's hilarious. Actually, Vosh had like probably some of the most like savage commentary on this shit. But number 33, bam! Did you see that?
No, I missed it. Let me see.
33 on his arm. He's got his Holocaust tattoo on him.
Why is my internet being so slow? I see it.
He's a techno king. Optimus can talk?
Yeah. He also does sign language.
What's the point of this? I guess is he says it's gonna do.
Okay, well, here's what's fucked up. One, it's obvious, like the ones that are standing like this, it's obviously being puppeted by another human being.
Like an Xbox Connect.
Yeah, because he's the one speaking, and it's a live person speaking through the bot. So it's not AI. It's not having real conversation. It's not a computer having conversations with people. You can tell in the voice and how it responds and everything. But then all these like Tesla fanboys did these podcasts, and they're like, no, that was 100% AI that I was talking to. There's no way that was a human that I'm talking to. It's just insane the level of delusion that people are that think this is some kind of a viable a thing that's going to come out, especially for $20,000-$30,000 with that. I mean, what even is the battery life on this thing? Look how, I mean, the thing probably went dead in 15 minutes if it didn't have a port attached to it, right? There's no way that thing is got a over an hour battery life. It's just not happening. But like the one that got me was the fucking they're in a cake.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so they just got some dude on an Xbox Connect doing whatever.
Well, here's the thing though. It's because they showed this in the development several months back, where they were doing the same thing, where there was a person in a haptic suit, and they were just moving the robot and doing the task and stuff. And then so after this event, when people started pointing out, this is when Tesla showed this months ago that's how they were doing it. Then Tesla started wiping all the videos off of their Twitter feed and stuff. Yeah.
Like, what would be the point of having this dude like dance for you? I don't get it. You're gonna spend $30K so a robot can fucking dance.
Well, this is what Vosh said, and I thought it was he said anybody that would want to have a humanoid robot is a sick fuck that would actually want to have a human slave as well. Because the only reason you would want a human robot is because you're asserting some kind of dominance over a humanoid type of creature. And then Jim Bob's comic on it was hilarious too.
Oh, where they were like a sex robot.
Yeah, it was like the first slide was like, oh, so you bought the Tesla bot for housework, and then it was the guy with the bot with lipstick. He was like, yeah, mainly for housework. There's no point to a humanoid robot. You know, I'm not worried about it. This is the one thing I do push back about, like Days. Days thinks this is like a big deal. Like, oh, look at this. The technology is becoming out of, like, no, this is just a joke. Okay, he's not P.T. Barnum. He's a fucking clown. This means nothing. You shouldn't be worried about fucking humanoid robots. They're not coming. If they do take our jobs, what? You know, they can't compete with humans. I mean, if you're going to automate stuff, you automate it to where it's faster and more productive. You know, you're not going to get a humanoid robot that's like a quarter of the speed. It's just stupid.
Right. Before this even came out, I actually looked into just on a whim to see if they actually had like a Roomba, but that cuts your grass. And they do, because it's hot as fuck here. I hate mowing the lawn. But it's like the technology fucking sucks, dude. So they can't even make basically like a Roomba grass cutter at this point. That's commercial.
Yeah, there's a dude on TikTok that he's like one of the top live streamers on TikTok, and all he did was put a camera on his robotic grass mower, and then the camera live streams the lawnmower just mowing the grass.
Right. And there are some that
he makes
like
thousands of dollars
expensive for anything like remotely that works, but even at like $1,500, you can't get one that's pretty good. Not yet. And
they're not really. It's not like autonomous. Like the autonomous ones suck. But the ones
you gotta
that
lay like a boundary of wires and shit.
You create like a fence, sort of, electronic.
Yeah, like
fence.
an invisible fence type thing. But then the problem, people have problems with like the line. It can't find the line anymore.
Right,
like that. That's what I was reading about anyway. But my point with that is, like, if you can't even create that yet, like you were saying, why would a bipedal robot do it even slower? Why would that be?
Yeah, there's no reason to have
a machine that can do it in the first place.
Right. And you wouldn't send these things to war or anything, or, you would want to have a machine that would be able to actually do something like.
But with wheels. And we've made a lot of progress.
The fucking Honda was doing this 20 years ago.
And
with the
as you can see, we started with someone
better than this.
Suit.
What is the people's obsession with Elon? I don't get it.
Have your own
He's an Aspie.
R2D2 C3PO.
Yeah, I mean, he literally has a cult following. I mean,
the Octopus robot.
But like, this totally killed the stock. I don't know if it recovered, but like after this event, everybody the stock started declining heavily. It's just retarded because you just see the fucking taxi thing, and it's like these people don't invent anything. Like they're just, it's most of the shit they come out with is just retarded nonsense.
Yeah, like, what is this? The robot's gonna wipe your fucking countertop.
Yeah, there's no actual practical application to this whatsoever.
Optimus can talk?
Yeah. He also does sign language.
And you can just tell that there's a person in a haptic suit that's controlling that. He did the Trump. He's doing the Trump.
What do you think?
Oh, is that what he's doing, the Trump dance?
Yeah.
I didn't get that at first.
I know. I'm trying to get a ride.
Go to the bartending one though, because that one I think is actually like an amputee dude.
Hold on a second. Here it is.
I think that's an actual amputee guy that's doing this, the bartending robot part.
They do have the waist disguised. Because on the other one, there's like no waist. It's like a wasp. It's like.
Yeah, I think it's a guy with bionic arms because if you watch the neck, the head movements, the torso.
All right. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Doing good. Peace, everybody. How are you doing?
And it sounds like he's talking through the mask, right? It's a person talking through the mask. And then the curtain behind it, right? Who's the man behind the curtain? I mean, it's like right there in your face. I mean, it's a joke.
Hold on, this whole thing just fucking glitched out again. My internet's like shitting out. I don't know why. Oh my god, I lost the whole thing. When you hit refresh, it like refreshes the whole thing.
Son of a bitch. Shutting us down.
Chick looks like she's getting turned on by that robot. Look at her.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure that's not a rope. That's a man with amputee arms. Which is what makes it funny because the original Tesla robot was a guy in a costume.
Yeah, when they came out and danced.
Yeah, and then Elon even said, well, we went from people in costume to where we're at now, while they're using a person in a costume as a demonstration.
See that? Yes. You want to get a photo? Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Little video.
Yeah, it does sound like just somebody just talking.
Yeah.
Bro, appreciate it.
Robot for me a beer, dude.
How's everybody doing?
There's one video where it's later in the night and somebody comes to get a drink and the guy's kind of getting tired and like the people notice it. And then the guy like in the suit starts like kind of like laughing and he's like, and then he gets real awkward. It's pretty funny.
Can I have a watermelon?
What the fuck, dude?
But then the guys that get the drink, they notice like that he's like, oh, he didn't break the glass. And then you could just look at the way the guy was looking at it, what he was really thinking, like, oh, his touch is delicate. It's so stupid to think that fucking humanoid robots are gonna have any effect on. I mean, maybe they would, just because we're kind of in idiocracy, right? Like, it would be a thing where society would just get so much. Imagine interacting with one of these fucking things. It's bad enough interacting with a screen or an AI or something. Or automated telephone services. Imagine having to interact with a fucking humanoid robot on a daily basis.
I mean, you'd think they'd at least like put tits on them or something.
Right.
They didn't even do that. That's your ID even.
I mean, is that even legal? I mean, is that even legal to have a robot serve?
It's funny, yeah, because it doesn't show the waist at all. And on those other ones, the waist was just like a spine almost.
Yeah.
This one's like the waist is completely covered.
But like you can tell by the neck, it's like a spandex suit with the fucking.
So it's like a dude with like prosthetic arms.
Yeah, he's probably a war vet, or maybe Elon's sick enough. He's one of those sick, rich sick people. I mean, maybe they've gotten these people and forced them into these situations. I don't know. I was watching videos on the bionic hand though, and they have like where you have like set program where the fingers do set programs, and like one of them is the peace sign. Like you muscle twitch. There's actually a lot of interesting technology on the bionic arm that's like for real tech, but that doesn't get covered, right? Like now they're like integrating it with your bone. Like they'll put the prosthetic into the bone and then actually like connect to nerve endings and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
The Alternative Limb Project. 11 3D designers manufacture carbon fiber. What the fuck? And that's from 2017. That one there. That shit's old. So yeah, I see what you're saying. They just put a dude in a damn mask or
I'm a
some
research
shit.
scientist at NSA. Being able to use my
Yeah, it was the same. It's the same one as the
country's
dancing robot
problems
guy.
in support of national security is
Why am I
same
getting
thing.
ads, bro?
Because they probably had to have the bartender guy working like the whole night. And then the ones that they let like walk in the public or whatever that were being controlled remotely, I'm sure that probably only lasted a very short time before the battery ran out. And nobody was allowed to touch them or get close to them or anything like that as well. But you know what? How much one of those bionic arms? You know how much those cost? 30,000. And it was a company that specifically tried to get the cost down so where it would be like approved by Medicare. The cost of one arm is $30,000, and Elon's saying that he's going to produce an entire humanoid robot for $30,000. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that sounds like
Now,
bullshit.
Sarah,
Then.
you have a truly remarkable story. Will you share that with us?
Yes, of course.
Why is my internet like glitching? Is it StreamYard or what? Because I've never had a problem with my internet. We just got new internet.
So
Can
just
you hear
about
me?
12
Because I'm
months
like
ago,
freezing
I
on the
was in a
screen too.
terrible train accident, and as a result, I lost.
Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me? Hey. I don't know what happened. All right, too much truth. Too much truth being. Look at now. As soon as I come back, it starts glitching again. Too much truth being dropped
Yes,
here.
of course. So just about 12 months ago, I was in a terrible train accident, and as a result, I lost my right leg below the knee, and I lost my arm above the elbow.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. And so you've been fitted with a prosthetic arm. Those are nothing new, but what makes this one special?
So this one's pretty special because this is what we call a bionic arm, and it's powered by artificial intelligence.
Okay, now I understand at this point you've got a party trick to show us involving a can, is that right?
Yes. Well, the first thing I wanted to show you is that I've got a movable wrist that can turn all the way around. And then it's got a little bit of power as well. So let me try to crush this can for you. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay.
It does work.
That really is quite a party trick. So how does your arm know how to do that?
Well, basically, the way it works is that I think about the movement that I want to make, and I twitch a series of muscles, and the muscle twitches are being recorded by 16 electrodes that are positioned inside the socket, and then transform that into electric impulses that run through the forearm and powers the Covey hand, my bionic hand.
Okay, and where exactly does the AI come into the picture?
So the AI is a lot of data recording. It's basically every time I use the arm, every time I make a movement, it records it. It starts to learn how I use the arm, and it starts to predict the movements that I want to make, including rotating it like that.
I could watch that all night. Okay, so the AI is being trained on your body, but is your body and your brain, are they adapting to the AI?
So I did have a lot of training to understand, because it's very different to think about a movement, and it's more difficult to control it when it is bionic. But when I take the arm off at night and I recharge it like an iPhone, then I miss it.
How would your life have been?
Crazy. I don't know. I don't get how that's called AI. I guess it's predictive. I think those things on it looks like those are cameras on the, like, are these black things on here cameras? So I can see how it's kind of analyzing the situation and trying to predict what's going to come next. But is that, I mean, this whole hype of AI, is that really an AI? Is that just like a predictive model? And to me, it's being hyped up as this shit thinks, basically. It can think even better than a human.
I miss it.
How would your life have been like without this arm?
Well, I have to say that this world is being designed for people with two hands, everything. Think about the zipper on your coat, for example, or on your bag, on your rucksack. Think about a parcel packaging.
Your rucksack. That's a good word. What's up with that rucksack? What's up that rucksack?
For everything, you need to have two hands, one to hold it down and the other one to rip off the lid on something. And with the arm, it helps.
Okay. Now, this technology is evolving. AI is moving very fast. What do you hope this arm is going to be able to do in the future?
So I really hope that this is going to evolve, become even more performant, because the idea is that at the moment, it takes me about 10 seconds to think about a movement and then execute it. That's the AI part that hopefully will reduce that time and become instantaneous, like my other hand.
Okay. So as the AI gets better and better, that's going to help you in your...
And that's what I think it all comes down to, is biology versus technology. And technology being a Temu version of biology, trying to replicate biology. I just don't envision a future where it would ever get to the level of like a self-replicating biology. And that's everything that they're trying to do with the big data, all the data they're trying to grab, and the predictive models they're trying to run, is trying to become like a digital godhead and know everything, see everything everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. You know, say the phone's reading your thoughts and everything like that. Like, everything is trying to just basically replicate nature or God in a digital fashion. I just don't see how that would ever usurp. It can never, I guess, become better. I can't envision a way it would. So it's like, you know, God and Lucifer or whatever, something that's trying to outdo God or nature.
Your life.
And I really dream that one day I can go back to riding a bike, and if I'm lucky, maybe I can drive a car again.
Okay. Sarah, that is a truly remarkable story.
You could drive a car with one arm, couldn't you? They got motherfuckers with no arms driving a car with their feet and shit. There's a chick with a bionic eye. It says, hold up, I gotta see that.
Meet the new standard
Why
in
am I
sleep.
getting ads, bro? I don't get it.
This is Pod 4 Ultra.
I had the YouTube Premium. They sent me a fucking deal. It was like 2 months free, and I clicked it and signed up, and then it was just charged me. There was no free months or anything, and so I canceled it. But you still paid. I paid for the whole month, and this was like a couple days ago, so I should have it till the end of the month. I should still have it for a while.
Say for this morning, 9-year-old Maya and her mum Lauren have had their lives completely.
Her eye looks. That looks weird.
Transformed thanks to some amazing eye technology.
Yeah, they traveled to the US to receive treatment from a.
This is like the average woman in America now. Big fat belly. There's not many skinny people anymore. They all have like that protruding belly, the gunt. They all have it. It's a, what is it? Is it parasites? They need to drink some terp. Ogor needs a terp.
Specialist in the field who has not only given Maya a very, very cool prosthetic eye, which you're going to see in just a minute, but also changed her life completely. And you're just.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot. But obviously, I found the guy in America and we went out and it's completely transformed our lives.
But before you found the doctor in America, what was life like? How did Maya, navigate it from a day-to-day basis?
She was
absolutely vision from one eye.
Yeah, so she's been blind since she was born. She wasn't meant to walk.
Smaller, but when it's in the light, it goes bigger.
Yeah, so it's a trick of the eye. So basically, the pupil will dilate to the eye, which is obviously what we've gone over for. And you can't even tell.
I didn't.
No, you didn't know this morning.
Yeah, you can tell something's off there. Is that the fake one though? They're showing.
Thinking, is that Maya? Because I wouldn't have ever known.
Yeah.
Remember the game you made me play this morning? You made me play guess.
Yeah, see, something looks way off there. See, to me, it looks like this one on the right side of the screen is the fake one, but they keep showing it as her right eye on the left side of the screen. I guess it just looks different.
It's the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I really had to guess. That's the thing. A lot of prosthetic eyes, they don't move; they're static.
Yeah. In the UK, pretty much. I've got them on Instagram. I've got them on Facebook. I've got them on obviously all the reviews, and I've just followed for a few years. Here she is.
That is.
Does everyone have a tattoo or what? Is this, even this mom here?
All the reviews.
My boss at my work, he's like kind of a goody two-shoes preppy dude. And he's like real clean cut and everything. And I just saw him the other day outside work wearing shorts. And I guess I realized I'd never seen him without shorts. And he had an entire like sleeve on one leg. Even like some pretty boy, preppy boy dude got an entire like sleeved leg that he covers at work and shit like that. Like every single person has tattoos.
And I've just followed for a few years. Here she is.
That is cool.
So cool.
That is cool.
Oh my god.
Oh my! And you did it so quickly.
Damn, that's a reptilian shapeshifter. That's what the reptilians are. They got prosthetic eyes, dude.
That's so cool.
Oh,
you look like a
that's weird.
superhero.
Is that of her?
No, you look like a reptilian. Don't do that shit.
Rainbow. And what else does it do?
It glows in the dark.
It glows in the dark.
No way.
Do you know how many 9-year-old boys out there at the moment are going, I love her. Wow.
So this is your TikTok.
Oh,
So you're a
hell no.
dancer. You do dance moves on
And
TikTok.
the eyes glowing, Joes. Look.
Yeah. Nothing is stopping you.
Oh my god. Who's putting this little kid on
Maya.
TikTok? It's gonna be some weird like
One
fetish
with the
people.
dilating pupil. We have
Weird motherfucking fetish people are gonna be watching this little kid on TikTok. This shit's too crazy, bro. Way too crazy, bro. Not access superhero, more like demon child. I don't know, man. What time is it? Man, it's late for me. Let me go check out my little GLP. Maybe I'll make one more run through Twitter, see if anyone else gonna call in. Hit that link. Let's see. Okay, I did see this earlier today. They have these Tim Walls diddling files dropped on X. It sounds like total bullshit. And obviously, you know, you say shit like that and people are, oh, you're a pure defender. It's a guy bringing out all these accusations throughout the day against Tim Walz with like no proof. Just, you know, and then people want to believe it. So he basically said he diddled a kid or something, and then the school board covered up for him or some shit like that. He took a child to a concert, and now that child is an adult making allegations of sexual abuse. Asked the individual to put into a letter what happened, and when he went to the Indigo Girls concert. This letter has graphic details. I don't even want to read it, but basically, I mean, this is an anonymous. This guy himself could have wrote this and just said, "This is what happened." Just trying to get some internet clout. So I'm all for like, let's execute these type of people, but you need strong proof of it. Easy to slander somebody, and the guy's definitely weird as fuck. Oh wait, former member of band Mr. Bungle, which was the side band of Faith No More. You may have heard of their famous song called "It's Not Funny, My Ass Is on Fire." Classic. Said this guy is convicted of killing his girlfriend who recorded him strangling her to death. A founding member of experimental rock band Mr. Bungle was found guilty of killing his girlfriend after the California found an audio file the victim recorded on her phone as she fought for her life. If it's audio, how do they know it's him, I guess? Okay, they found her remains in a wooded area of the park. Herman was reported missing the previous month and didn't show up to a family gathering in Ohio. Crazy. They don't have the news story about it. They don't have the link to the. I want to hear the. I guess I don't really want to hear it, but the lady getting choked out, and you should have the link or something there. Yeah, these people here on this one, they still believe in aliens. Talking about aliens. Aliens coming this week. Nothing good on here, I guess. Satanic origins of the Democratic Party. These guys are so obsessed with the Democrats and they call them so dumb and everything, but yet somehow, some way, the Democrats always like one up them every step of the way. They're just always getting the upper hand. Well, shit, I guess that's it. No one else calling in. Let me see. I would like to stream some more the rest of this month for October as we get into Halloween. We'll do some more of the Croctoberfest. I got the ice wall.
No, this is not the wall. Bro, that's the wall. It's there. Look at that. The wall, right? It's there. Woo-hoo!
Ice wall, bro.
Right there. Finally, we're here. Wow. Qué loca esta. But it's quite high, yeah? Yeah, it's way bigger than I thought. It's quite high. Quite high. So, like today, we just look and try and find a waterfall. So we try and find a way to access ice safely.
So Red Bull. Is Red Bull the one that's sponsoring Jaronism to go to the ice wall? Okay, Twitter needs that feature that YouTube has where it shows the peaks and valleys of the most watched parts on that little scrub underneath. Because that's a good indicator for when you're doing these streams, like where to scroll in the video, where you're gonna see. That's why I scrolled to where it was like high on that last video with the girl with the bionic eye, and then it showed her eye like glitching out or whatever it was doing. I'm not trying to sit through a whole 5-minute video of this, but strange crash landing in Washington, D.C. Meteor craft multiple objects. This is a very wild story.
Okay, I do not know what's going on right now. I heard a noise. I come outside. There's sirens blaring, and I see this huge trail.
It's a chemtrail dipshit.
It's midnight right now. And there's this huge trail like someone crash landed. What the heck is that?
Well, why doesn't he follow it to the end of the rainbow and see what it is?
What is this? I wonder if there's anything on the news about this.
I'd be in my car following that shit. Amateurs. I was standing outside last night and looked up and saw a huge smoke trail. I'm an hour and a half outside DC. Got pictures of the trail. Didn't get a video. One of these times I want to do this is I want to go to this is a really good channel, Alpha News on Twitter, on X. And it's based in Minnesota, so a lot of it's about Minnesota news, but they have this documentary called The Fall of Minneapolis. I want to do a watch party of it. Have a live chat. I think it's like a full-blown documentary. It's like an hour and a half or something. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube real quick. YouTube. Yeah, an hour and 45 minutes. But it's so crazy to me now that I'm down here in Florida, and I try to tell people about Minnesota, and they're kind of like, I don't think they really get it when I say it's as bad as any of these major liberal, like any of these places you would think of: Chicago, New York, California. And the change was it was very subtle over a long period of time, but they were kind of able to downplay the effects of the change, the demographic change and everything like that until COVID. And once COVID hit, like overnight, you were able to see like how crazy Minnesota really was. Filled with Somalians, bro. Filled with them. They all call the Mall of America. They call it the Mall of Somalia. It's just like in not a long period of time, man. Maybe one generation, maybe 20 years, went from like majority white to when you're in the cities now, it's everything, dude. It's blacks, it's Africans, like straight from Africa, Hmongs. You have tons of Somalian. You don't have Haitians, I guess. In Florida, we got Haitians down here. I don't really know. I don't remember many Haitians up there. Too cold. But the whole thing, that's why I want to see kind of what this is about. I think this is more about the George Floyd and how they were able to use that incident as a powder keg to. They already had all the population in place. They had Tim Walz there ready. Everything. It was like a perfect scenario for that type of shit to pop off there.
In coverage of this,
and that was, if you remember, that was exactly when COVID started too, the exact same time. And it was coincided with the wearing of the mask and everything here. And the longtime subscribers will remember I was down at some of these riots live streaming from there. And it's just crazy to have these anti-authority protesters out there wearing masks and chanting "I can't breathe" while they're wearing a mask. They had their own little area. I wonder if they show it in this video. I'll just pull it up on Google Images, the George Floyd Memorial. Yeah, where there's a giant black power fist right in the center of this area. And this is like a zone police don't go into. So what they do is they come walk down here. There's no police presence. They come walk down here, and then they all walk around this thing in a circle. It's like a little like cul-de-sac or whatever. What do you call those things? Roundabout. I don't think this actually is a roundabout. I think it's just an intersection. But the way this thing's built in the middle of the intersection, the people just walk around it in circles, just like Mecca or whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy to see. And the craziest part to me is it's mostly white people. That's the craziest part to me. And this was I don't know if it's the exact place, but the creator of the film. Now, this is supposedly, I don't even believe this story. This was called what is it called? Gray State. So there was a guy from Minnesota, supposedly, that made this concept trailer. Well, some people say he made the actual full movie called Gray State, and that when he released the trailer, he got killed. But I believe in this trailer, the scenes that are happening, some of them have to do with that exact same place where the George Floyd was. So this was 12 years ago. So they said this guy, David Crowley is his name. And supposedly he was married, had a daughter and wife, murdered for making this little low budget thing. I believe this is one of those things EBT likes to talk about, vaporware and AI's vaporware. I think the idea that this is a full movie recorded is vaporware. And I believe the only thing you have is this, and it's created, and it's, for whatever reason, it's propaganda, it's fear porn, it's predictive programming. It's all the above. But if you've never seen it, most of you guys probably seen this, but it's like truth or porn. So again, filmed in Minneapolis. That's why I'm talking about it in conjunction with that George Floyd area memorial and stuff. Also filmed way before that. This was uploaded 12 years ago, so I don't know if this is the original or if it was even made earlier than this, like released somewhere else. Maybe, I'm not sure. At the very least, 12 years old.
Transaction approved. No, they're here already.
Tommy.
Since last night's declaration of martial law, soldiers are moving in secure key areas. In response to UN President Minneapolis.
I think it's that map where they show on the map like with George Floyd. I'll go back to it again.
Last night I dreamt about how things were.
Of every enemy of the state.
And then I woke up here.
David Crowley. Yeah, 2012. I want to see that map again. I'm pretty sure that's what they say, that the map, that area on the map was the same as the George Floyd 38th Avenue. Let me see. St. Jewish Park over here on the left. That's where those guys live. So you have the Mississippi River going north-south, and you have it's two totally different zones when you get to St. Paul versus Minneapolis. Earlier in the stream, I was talking about how Minneapolis all has the in this house we believe love is love and everything like that. But I can't really read what it says here. I think 3 here, this might be Lake Street, which is 30th Avenue. So yeah, if 3 is Lake Street, which goes across into St. Paul and becomes Marshall Avenue. So 3 that's 30th Avenue, and then as you go south, the numbers go up. So yeah, that would be right, because First Avenue and all that's downtown. So the top of the blue line where it says HQ, that's 30th Avenue. I can't really read on the screen how far down it goes, but maybe 30th, 40th or something like that. So yeah, that is right on the... But there's a lot of footage here for me to be saying that this is just some vaporware thing. All they did was produce this thing. There had to be more to it. It's interesting, though, that it would never come out or get released, because there's nothing that groundbreaking about it. This is no different than that Watch Out for 666 video I play from those guys from the 80s, like the RFID Mark of the Beast videos and stuff like that. It's a pretty old fear porn concept. So it's a real thing, but people have made videos and stuff about it forever. So I don't know why they would kill this guy and everything. So maybe that'd be a good rabbit hole to go down sometime. But it's 3 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. Appreciate everyone that was here. Hopefully be back soon in the next few days. What's up, Big Drink Tea? And have a good night, y'all.
I ain't scared to fly or to die. Living in my hood, though, that 9mm on the street. Putting on with the street, sweet poo. Not me, I'm just a mass man. Take my time to put them clips in. See you slipping in darkness, but then a D-Tick came calling. What's up? I'm ready to roll. Pick up the switches, I'm ready to go. Step on the scene and I blow that hoe. Smoking with the double and then I flow down the dope. Ready to smoke. Out another hoe. Scenery kept calling. So my dog kept on balling through my hood. So it's all good. Doing my dirt. Living so smooth. Last dance for mostly. That niggas ain't named Tom C. All I have is my 9mm. So I have to live my life to the fullest. And I won't die. I ain't scared to die. Motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you busters. I ain't scared to die. Motherfucker. The niggas of destruction can't be murdered by you busters. Yeah, NOD in this motherfucker for the 9-6, maybe the 9-7, but you know this shit gon' go on just like player. You know what I'm saying? McMahon, Tom speak, time to write, friends know, big boy, big out, whatever you wanna call it, you know what I'm saying? This shit, see the motherfucking water. Nigga, not mud, not blood. Bitch, it's on. 49-7, and it's 10, baby.